We good? Yeah, we in there. Do the intro, bro.
Welcome to the Raw District podcast. I'm your host, Tony Fontana. I'm here with Eli. Hopefully we can make it through this show without me putting my hands on them.
It's all good. You just put your hands
We
on
got Drew Button in this
You
bitch.
just put your fucking... All right.
Thank you. Can I get through this? Mm-hmm. And then we got Jordan in here.
How you doing?
Don't ask me how I'm doing, bro.
Go
You're not prepared to hear the answer.
You probably right.
If I'm bad and needed a loan, would you be able to help me?
I got about $13 on it, bro.
I was going to say, then if you can't, don't ask me. Welcome to the pod, y'all. Sorry about that.
Yeah, shout out Raw District. Shout out La Casablanca. Making this shit happen. We're
Yes,
almost 2
shout outs.
hours late, but you know.
We doing shout outs at the beginning of the show now?
Oh, yeah, we are doing shout outs at the beginning of the show now. Shout out to the Flavor Wagon. Go get you a Powerball. Check their schedule on Facebook. Shout out to Bobby, Big Boys Barbecue. I'm going to get into that a little bit later into the episode, man.
Word.
That's a big shout out. Who else? Shout out to Tekashi 6ix9ine he's about to get locked up again, man. I just seen a crazy video of him.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Supposedly beating up somebody in a fucking store.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
It was like Walmart.
I want to give a shout out to the liquor store in Kansas City that I got those 2 bottles of Blue Bel Air from. You know what I mean? Shout out to
Shout
y'all.
out to them.
Hell yeah. Hey, how was that shit?
Man, that shit's fire, bro. A lot of people start acting like they're my cousin now, bro. Mad people trying to like hang out with me and shit like that. It's like, nah, keep that same energy.
I gotta give a shout out to the 11 Marines, the one sailor and the one soldier that got blown up over there in Afghanistan. Just fucked up. It's really fucking with me. I ain't posting nothing about it, but it's fucking with me for real.
Is it really? Because I don't want to joke about this.
I said what?
It's really bothering you?
Yeah, it really fucks with me a little bit.
No, that's real. That's real.
Because it's kind of like a senseless death. You know what I'm saying?
That's real, man.
Yeah.
But no, shout out them and all their families and shit, man.
Hey, what's going on with you? You want to elaborate on that? Because I'm an idiot,
bro. I don't watch the news. All I know is that somebody somewhere in our government decided to pull the troops out of Afghanistan. Because I mean, the war is over. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like a street war. You know what I'm saying? It's over, but if I catch you slipping, it's on. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I'm getting from them. So they pulled all the troops, are trying to pull everybody out, trying to pull some refugees out, I guess. And yeah, the Taliban took over in like 2 days, and which they should have. Me, shit, it's your country. Like, you know what the fuck's going on over there.
So what did we accomplish?
We fucked a whole bunch of shit up. Blew up a bunch of buildings, killed a lot of people.
America.
We trained and supported their army and whatnot, their military, so they can help defend and fight off the Taliban. But it was a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Who started it?
I never understood it.
Who started it?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I feel like Russia started it because all this shit leads back to like the Cold War and shit. So it's a whole process, man.
It's a whole ordeal.
Is it really what they say it is?
He just say he don't watch the news. That nigga don't know.
What do you mean by that?
I guess you just answered it. I'll stop talking.
No, what for? What do you mean by that? Say it is
like if you do pay attention to the news, like whatever Fox News is saying and shit. Is it way deeper than what they're actually saying, or do you believe like what they say?
I mean, everything is always way deeper than what is being said because no one knows what's going on in sex except for the people that are sitting right there doing the shit or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe because our government's so fucked up and they don't really give a fuck about us.
Like, you are aware of shit? Like, I know you're aware, but like, do you believe in like when people say some shit that might make sense but doesn't actually, you don't actually believe it? Like being a military man yourself, and if you do hear a conspiracy, do you believe those, or do you just like?
Just depends on what it is for real.
Yeah, so you're open-minded enough to.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you did some deep.
I'm not one of these guys who tries to like front and say, "Oh yeah, I went over here and killed 30 fucking." Oh damn, I can't say that. It's 2021. But I did some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them guys that says because everybody knows that I never deployed and shit, which is cool. I mean, thank God, I guess, but also that's kind of fucked up because I had the chance to go and they didn't send me.
So you'd rather have gone?
Fuck yeah!
All that training, might as well.
It's not the training, man. I was looking at the bag. You know how much money I would have made off of that?
So you get more per like tour?
Hazard pay. And then I was trying to marry somebody from Topeka too. Man, that separation pay. Oh my God.
Damn, I didn't know about that.
Oh yeah, you get paid for that shit, man. That's
cool.
That's really the main reason. I mean, then of course, I mean, no matter what your intentions are in joining the military, bro, you join for one reason and one reason only. That's to go fight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, man, I joined for this Camaro or whatever. No,
I thought that's why y'all
joined.
niggas joined.
Fuck no.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And to go to school for free.
Nah, no matter what your intentions are for joining, you can say this, but I mean, deep down, you're like, man, I'm going to fight. You know what I'm saying?
I went to MEPS and I was about to. I did the test and everything, the ASVAB, and I passed. And I was about to go, and I chickened out last minute.
What branch were you going to?
National Guard.
Oh man, you'd have been sitting right here kicking it still.
Yeah, I know that now, but I was like 18, 19 years old, and I was like, I don't know why. Oh, that's why I said that, because in the hotel we stayed in, I was around these people, and I was like, damn, they were talking and they were serious about it. They were talking how they love this. They were hella patriotic, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm here for the wrong reasons, and I felt grimy.
I wasn't patriotic like that when I joined, just because I mean I really didn't give a fuck. Then you gonna cut me off halfway? That's fucked up, Eli. I'm telling a good story.
Yeah, man.
Sorry,
that was a dickhead move. Anyways,
you can go live on there.
I wasn't patriotic like that when I joined, but after being in and then like hearing stories, and there's like a well-known story from the Marine Corps that gets told all the time, and I actually like was being trained by one of the guys involved with that story and everything. And just seeing him like just get fucked up, like just he'll be cool with you one second, and then he'll just have a flashback, and like 13 people got to drag him off because he's ready to kill somebody. Just
that'd be so hard.
Like it's cool to see because it's like, damn, this is like history in my face, but at the same time, it's like it's really scary because you don't know what this man's gonna do to you because you don't know what he's been through.
That's a crazy thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, you get a little bit more patriotic as time goes on and shit. I mean,
takes a certain type of person for sure. I couldn't do that shit.
I wouldn't say that.
Anybody could do it.
I'll do so.
Yeah, literally you meet some
getting just anybody.
Yeah, anybody can. If you can pass the ASVAB and pass like the fitness test and everything.
But I just don't see like taking all that shit from somebody that you don't even really believe in the system that they're trying to instill in you.
Let's think about it. When you're 18, 19 years old, what do you plan on doing with your life? Everybody's like, I'm going to college. I'm gonna do this, and then you get to college, and what? You don't do that. You flunk out, or you change your major 6 times.
Yeah, I was supposed to be an athletic trainer.
Like you don't do anything you set out, because at 18 years old, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You don't know what you want. So I mean, going to the military, I feel like everybody should go. I feel like I should be like,
you're tripping now. We don't need everybody.
No, for real.
Y'all didn't
need. They do that in some countries.
They do that, and it's women in
what countries? North Korea.
What is it? The Philippines?
South Korea. Everybody has to go.
Even the K-pop singers got to go to the military. What?
Maybe unless you're making more money doing that, because I bet they get a good tax.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
they're
you
in the
can.
Military.
I'm pretty sure you can like buy yourself out, but everybody.
They all look like Michael Jackson.
That's chill, bro. Chill.
They're way cuter than Michael Jackson.
Chill, bro.
They all chill. Trust me, the K-pop people, they emulate Michael Jackson.
Chill, bro.
BTS, shout out.
BTS is hard, but chill, bro. That's my dad, yo.
It's your dad?
Yeah.
BTS?
No, Mike.
Oh, that's your. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mike's my dad.
Your
bro.
blanket?
Nah, I'm older than him. I'm older than all 3 of them kids.
Huh.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, let's get into the first topic. You go ahead and bring it up.
R. Kelly?
The R. Kelly.
Oh yeah, man.
They're in the same.
How do y'all feel about let me see what I said to y'all motherfuckers.
Short is driving me crazy. If y'all see me tweaking on this motherfuckers, because it's
bro, I just went to the group chat and I seen this first picture and I thought this nigga Eli sent a dick pic. I was about to go off on you, bro.
He said some shit like that, I'll be out of the group.
What if it was an accident though?
I don't give a shit.
You can delete it now. If I sent it, I definitely would have unsended it.
All right. So R. Kelly reportedly said he was a genius entitled to sex with younger girls. That's the caption on the article. I'm gonna go ahead and read this shit real quick. So, during Thursday's court proceedings, the third victim of R. Kelly's testified about their 6-month relationship, which began in the 1990s when she was 17. According to the woman identified only as Stephanie, Kelly was undeterred when learning she was underage. She described being a low point in her life during that time after suffering through sexual trauma prior to connecting with the disgraced singer. Stephanie told the courtroom she felt used and humiliated. And degraded
out loud in class.
We're the drug addict.
Yeah, who's the drug addict now, bro?
after dealing with Kelly. She says, "I have never been treated like that before or since he humiliated me. He humiliated me,
Hey, we might
degraded
have to
me.
have this nigga read every time.
Bro, fuck y'all. He scared me. I'll never forget. I'll never
Substitute
forget
that word
the
for
way.
embarrassed or something.
I got you.
All right. Embarrassed.
I'll never forget the way he treated me." She said he was either very nice and charming, jovial, or he was very controlling and intimidating.
Humiliated.
Bro, that's what the article says. Shut the fuck up. Let me read. He was very controlling and intimidating. He could put the fear of God in me. She also recalled a 1999 dinner where he went on a rant about the stigma behind dating younger women. Stephanie says he mentioned that he likes very young girls and that people make such a big deal of it. Even look at Jerry Lee Lewis. He is a genius and I am a genius. We should be allowed to do whatever we want, he allegedly said. Look at what we give the world.
Oh, okay. So he's not saying he's a genius for doing it. He's saying he's a genius, so he should be able to do it.
Pretty much, kind of, sort of, yeah.
That's even worse.
Fucking weirdo.
That's what you feel?
That's
That nigga
weirdo.
weird as shit.
That's psychopathic.
Bro, okay. So now that y'all
sociopathic.
know that, bro. Now that y'all know, let me read this shit that I wrote down.
It's gonna be red like the first one.
Bro, you can go to hell right now.
And I'm not laughing at this topic. This nigga just read like one of them badass kids at school.
Bro, because I fucked up one word twice, go to hell.
It was the same word. It was just the word.
Same word. Dude.
I don't even know if I can say it.
You fuck it up one time
Humiliated?
and then
Bro,
you're
humiliated.
self-conscious.
Bro,
Bro,
it
just
just-
say it again. You can't say it.
Humiliated.
Y'all are
Humiliated.
dickheads, bro.
All right.
All right, so knowing that, bro, let me ask you
Dickhead's
this.
humiliating.
Do y'all think R. Kelly has such great gospel music because he knows he has an issue with himself and is reaching out for help?
No.
Because you think about all the
No, I think he
gospel
just-
music he's done, that shit is fire.
I think he just thinks.
You're right,
he
but
really
you-
believes
do you
in
feel
what
like
he
it-
believes in.
No. I just think he's a talented musician who's a weirdo.
Yeah,
And when you're as great as he is at music,
Mm-hmm.
your music
That's
is gonna always be
that's
good.
the
But
sound effects.
it just,
What are you trying to do?
nigga's a weirdo.
Play through that so we get feedback.
I don't know, man. I was listening to shit, I can't remember the name of it. It's a Kirk Franklin song and he's on there. Him and Mary J is on there. And I was just like, yo, this motherfucker like went in on this shit. And it kind of describes his life a little bit, like his childhood, because he talks about that in other songs too. I'm like, this shit is amazing. Like I never realized how good it was until just the other day. And I'm like, maybe that's the reason why his gospel music is so good, because he knows he has an issue.
I see what you're saying. So you like he's pulling from a place of like
He's
probably
Real
guilt,
pain.
real,
overcompensating.
pain and guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I can see that. I can see that. And I also see the angle of him he's just a genius musician.
Yeah.
And
He knows what people want to hear.
And that's the thing. I always go back to R. Kelly songs, and it's crazy how good he was and how good those joints are.
Yeah.
And it happens like that with a lot of
He's got some classic ones.
man,
No, not class. They're
Some-
all his shit's classic.
some crazy ones. Some
I would
some that are
love to
just in
see
everybody's
a
brain.
versus
Like I
between
believe I can
him,
fly.
I would love to see a verse between him, Michael Jackson, and Prince, just to see
Mike,
what the world would say.
win.
He would smoke both them
I,
niggas.
I feel like
I think
I
Mike would
love
win.
Michael
R. Kelly?
Jackson
Them niggas couldn't sit in the room musically with R. Kelly, and I don't even
Nah,
like him.
I don't think
because
so either.
think about it. R. Kelly wrote songs for both of them.
Anybody listen to Michael
Huh.
Jackson when they fuck?
No,
I
'cause
would.
he's
The Break of Dawn. Come on.
Because he's a fiddler, bro.
He got a baby making music. I'm not really a Michael Jackson
Yeah,
fan.
I'm a huge
I
Michael
like
Jackson
Mike's
fan.
music, but I just don't think he's like musically.
I ain't never
Bro,
heard
you-
Thriller and wanted to fucking
you
pull my
have to-
dick out.
Cause see, you got to look at all of his music, bro. You got to listen to that 2001 album.
Bro, Mike
Invincible.
was trash in 2001.
Listen to Invincible. Listen to the album.
So
That
you,
shit is.
you a real stin. You one of them niggas that have passed out at the concert.
They gotta died, bro.
Yes.
Bro, I won a free Michael Jackson tour when I was living in California, bro, and we went to his gravesite, and I literally almost just like fainted right there at the door.
Oh wow! So you like one of them?
What?
Little,
You're
Bro,
an
I-
auntie.
like,
You're-
that's
bro,
wild.
He's
I've
an
loved
auntie.
Michael Jackson for as long as I can remember. I don't know how or why. Just
So you'd have been one of them. Damn, I ain't gonna even make that joke.
go ahead and say that. Go ahead and say it, bro.
I'm not making that joke, bro. You ain't gonna get me to do it.
You said what'd you say?
Probably got some
Now?
aunties fainting and
Like for anybody or for him?
R. Kelly was making aunties pass out and shit. Oh, making them touch his dick and shit.
No, there's a
Yeah.
there's a reason that's not happening no more.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
There's no one that good and that influential.
No,
Are
that's
you
not true.
nuts?
It's not
Who?
true though. It's
Other
that
than Beyonce, who?
there's too many.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Fuck no.
There's too many
That is
people.
that influential to people.
There's too many people, and we can see on what they want, what they do on Instagram. We can hear all their thoughts. They're not exclusive like Michael Jackson was back then. Like the mystique of Michael Jackson was crazy, and just like sports, like Michael Jordan compared to LeBron James, we know LeBron James way more than we know Michael Jordan, and we take that for granted. So,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? I think that's what happens with all celebrities nowadays. So nobody's fainting for nobody anymore. That shit's long gone.
And I think another thing people be getting fucked up too is
One Direction.
people overdo how good the music back in the day was, bro. Like there's niggas now making way better music than they were.
I agree.
That music was good though. That music was.
No,
Really
it
good.
was. It inspired these people.
But there's some shit that people can't touch now though. Like there's some people. There's some songs that are like stuck.
And that's why a lot of producers and artists are using.
I don't know a better song. That's my shit.
That shit is so fucking corny to me. I
love that song.
really hate that song.
This nigga love
But
Michael
you be playing
Jackson's
it?
2000.
But I mean, as a DJ, bro, I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
play that shit.
Yeah.
Like it's so influential. Like you have to play that song at a party, no matter what type of party you're at. If you play this, how we do it, the whole crowd is gonna love it.
Yeah, it's
This
gonna
is
go
how
up.
we do it.
And that, I get what you're saying. There's some songs that no one's touching that song because no one has a song like that you just have to play every time.
Nigga, y'all must not have heard Chingy right there.
Right there.
See, I go back to right there.
I used to want to be in that music video. When I was a kid, I was like, damn, I wish I'd have been old enough to be there.
What music do y'all tap into like consistently from before the 80s?
Before the 80s?
Or what?
I love
In the
Motown.
80s and before. 80s and before.
You like jazz?
I love Motown.
Blues.
Motown music is amazing.
I don't know about a lot for myself.
Oh yeah, that's the house
You like
music
more
in the
disco
80s
shit?
and shit was amazing. It's better than what it is now.
Because I can't listen to 80s rap.
No,
That shit is terrible.
I
absolutely.
mean,
not.
I'm a huge
I was clapping my
NWA
hands and
EVE
stomping
fan
my
and shit.
feet.
So I can fuck
I'ma
with
be
that
real
because it was
though.
real life shit
I didn't
it?
even
You
like
ride
them
around
niggas.
to it?
to like NWA.
No,
I didn't
before,
like them niggas.
Oh yeah, no.
They were 80s, I guess.
Yeah,
technically.
I can listen to that because it's still the shit they talking about is still prevalent today.
But it don't sound good.
Ice Cube was always.
It
good.
sounds- I
I
mean,
mean,
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Even Ice Cube, bro. Like,
Yeah, it sounds
I can
dated.
live without his music.
Sounds dated.
Yep.
I don't know.
There's
if
a
I can
couple
do it.
ice like Today is a Good Day. That joint.
Classic.
That's cool.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna listen to it though.
People keep trying. People
If it
are
comes
always
on,
gonna
I'll
try to
vibe to
remake
it.
that.
Yeah,
joint.
if it comes, I'm not gonna just go listen to it unless I'm just like in that mood to hear that shit. But
I'm
if it
never
just
gonna
comes
play
on
it.
shuffle or whatever, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll let it ride.
I'm gonna tell you this: if I'm in your car and you're playing it, I won't say nothing. But if it pop on anything with me, I'm turning
They
that
want
shit.
to catch a triple double.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Huh?
Man.
Or they actually
You
did the
tryna
math and
fuck
found out
all
what
night?
day it was for that day.
What was it?
It was like September 13th or some shit. I don't fucking
This
know.
nigga really a fan.
Bro, I just
Wow.
saw an article like, yeah, they went back and looked at all like
How they do
the
that?
they looked at the game that was on and the Lakers beat the Supersonics. They looked at how many times did the Lakers beat the Supersonics
How many times
in
did
this year?
Ice Cube get a triple double?
Yeah, nah, not that shit.
Yeah.
So what if
they
Ice
look-
Cube was just rapping? Like, cause I make music and sometimes I just be pulling shit from.
No, I wholeheartedly believe that he wasn't talking about this day or
Okay,
whatever.
okay,
But I just
gotcha,
feel like they went back and looked at the forecast and everything and shit. And it was
the forecast.
bro. There was no smog.
I seen that.
They-
They.
If you listen to it,
You know
bro,
what?
he explains like everything in the.
I think if you Google
That's
it,
interesting.
ask Google what day was a good day for Ice Cube. It'll pop up.
Bro, I don't know. I saw an article and it fucking pulled up the day. The shit was weird.
We need to make it a national holiday.
Fuck
No,
no.
we don't.
Why, bro? Another reason to not work and
I feel
Smoke weed.
like South Central or Compton or some shit would do that when he dies or some shit just because. But that's
that would be tight. I
yeah.
can see that.
January 20th. See, there it is.
January 20th.
That's when he had the
Completely
best day of his
fucking wrong.
life.
Nigga said September 13th.
Bro, I don't fucking know shit.
He said, "What month is coming up?"
Best day of his life.
So that's wild. January
Yeah, that's some
20th.
crazy shit.
One of my topics, Sha'Carri Richardson. I want to get into that, man. Ninth place finish.
Smoked.
What was their time?
I
Like
don't know.
11 something.
She was back there.
First place got like 10-5 or something.
Something like that. Bro, you a dickhead,
Nice,
bro.
Good timing.
My bad, y'all.
Bro, if you look, I don't know if
Her
it was
interview
just me.
scared me. Her interview was like, man, it kind of she's going through some shit.
I don't know if it was just me, bro.
Did y'all hear her wheeze?
Yeah,
She
she was
just
gas. She was hella
sprinted on
gas.
Like who?
She was gas.
Why would
She's
you
out there
interview
smoking
somebody
doinks.
like right after a race?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the worst time.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know
maybe
if it's
she
just me though, but
maybe she just wasn't training hard enough.
she looked like she wasn't running all the way. Like
Yeah, it's
at her
crazy
full
how
speed.
she did get smacked so bad. Because
Yeah.
she won in the
But do you think that we
Prelims.
put so much on her because she was like the fastest woman in America, quote unquote? But if she would have went to the Olympics, she probably would have did the same way. If you
What
think about
if
it.
this is my theory? She failed that drug test on purpose because she was avoiding getting smoked in the Olympics.
I can see it.
I could see that because she's the fastest woman in America. That's not saying much when you got a million
I don't
other
think
people.
The only thing
there.
that confuses me is the times because she's posted a time that's up there with them.
Yeah,
But you still got to be able to do that consistently, and
Yeah.
and that's what ties into to the other topic. What do you think sports or social media does for sports? Like, because I think she was very popular and she made certain people pay attention to track that would have never paid attention to track ever, and she got a bunch of hype behind her.
I think she
Yeah.
got the hype
Yeah.
due to the
she
failed
won.
drug test.
And
No,
she
she had
had-
hype before that.
because she
when she
won.
was in college, she had the hype because of her look.
Her
Honestly,
image. Yeah.
Oh, because
The
the
way
way
she-
never heard of her till then.
the way she looks made a lot of black women just like, yo, I love this girl because she got the fake eyelashes, the fucking weird hair wigs
Long-ass
and
hair,
shit, the
fingernails,
fucking
and
nails.
tats.
She looks just like a girl from the South Side.
Yeah, I mean, social media is good for sports as far as like being able to market yourself. I mean, but you got to know. I think sometimes you can read that shit too much and it can get in your head.
Bro, what the fuck?
Broski.
You can have his mother, bro.
Who?
Well,
What happened?
I mean,
Strange. What's your mother look like?
let me put that up there.
Somebody said you can have a mom.
Bro, yes. Look at that shit.
Shit's starting to get
Am
weird.
I in the
out here.
middle or we
You're
both
in the middle.
We both kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I guess.
Bro, the
Maybe
dark skin niggas get no love. Fuck y'all.
I don't want that
Can't
nigga
even,
mom.
can't even see Tony.
No,
I don't either, but I'm just saying, bro.
It's y'all time to shine, man. I feel like light skinned people are out now. Like
Yeah.
I feel like we get bullied
You
and shit
hated on.
Again?
all the time. We get bullied.
By who?
Everybody,
other
I
black
see
people?
memes. I don't know. Ain't
No,
nobody
of
talking
course,
about
yeah.
dark skinned people. They scared to get. They scared
Cause they know black.
because
Yeah.
y'all gonna get offended, bro. We have to just take it.
You
No,
got-
no, I
get
wouldn't
that
get offended
light
by
skin
it.
face.
You ain't
When
one.
you
You
take a
ain't
picture.
want to get offended, but a lot of people do get offended.
Jordan
Light
would.
skins just have to
Nah,
take
I
it
don't
on the
care.
chin. Man.
I've been getting talked about since the day I was born, bro.
Like Michael
day you was
Jackson.
born?
Yeah.
What they said about you?
It's
Look
black as
like
shit.
Michael Jackson.
Hey, Eli, calm down, bro. That was
You gonna fuck
completely
with-
unnecessary.
R. Kelly?
And I'm not gonna say that publicly.
Oh,
But you really don't fuck with Michael Jackson? I mean,
No.
R. Kelly? I'm tripping. My
I mean,
bad.
his music's good,
Okay.
but I can't fuck with that outside shit.
You won't listen to his music right now?
Nah, I got some couple old songs on my playlist. I'm not gonna sit up here and
Just want
fraud.
to go
Okay.
back to it.
Okay. Just had to double check that.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Bro, she's sexy as fuck. I don't care.
God bless.
I see it, bro.
Who the
Yeah.
fuck
I
is
see it.
I feel like it kind of got blew out of proportion.
What you mean?
The whole story. Like, yeah, she's smoking weed, running track. Like, why is this such a big deal?
Because you shouldn't smoke weed and try to run in the Olympics. Part of the rule.
Bro, y'all got
Mhm.
fans out here, bro.
Who cares?
Man, that's a troll.
Why would
Trolling,
you not,
man.
like,
I can't really have your mom, man. Can't really have your shorty or your chain, bro. You trolling.
My man's taking the other one with the long
that's
hair
the
though.
hoes where his hugs at.
Yeah, he's out here trying to find hoes.
Eli in a relationship.
Again,
He
bro.
back?
What happened?
No.
No, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Why you always
Yeah,
trying to
so-
lie on me, bro? I'm gonna start making
Why
up
you
lies
getting
for
that
you.
offended, bro?
Because you're pissing me off, dude.
Mm.
I really
Bro, I almost got in a relationship this
I'm gonna buy
weekend.
some gloves, bro.
What? How do you? We said what?
I almost got in a relationship this weekend.
Or how do you almost? What happened?
They didn't answer the message when I sent my poem, bro.
You sent the poem?
Yeah, I sent a poem out to them.
Oh wow.
And they didn't answer the message.
It's her loss.
Mm.
What is
Yeah,
it?
if they would have answered the message, I'd be
Recite
in
your
love right
poem.
now.
They didn't. She read it.
No, she didn't even read it yet.
She read it from the.
Yeah, she read like the first 8 words or whatever
She's
pops
like,
up.
oh, Doc can't do
You
this.
just got to keep messaging her until she
Oh yeah, I do
tired of
that. I do. I send it to the same women all the time. I'm gonna marry one of them.
it. I think you should, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's part of the method right now. Keep messaging her until she hits you back or screenshot you.
I don't care about the screenshots. I know what the fuck I do. I tell y'all I'm about to write a poem. I'm gonna send it to your girl.
If you send the same thing to the same women, it's not as bad. It's like, damn, he's sending that shit to everybody. Now, if you just handcrafting a poem like to each specific woman, that's
I can't do that.
it's
I'm not that creative.
It's still weird if you send the same one.
It's weird every single way you look at it. Every single way you look at it.
Unless they ask for it.
Just be a poet, and then bitches will listen to your poem.
Bro, they listen because once they do read it,
You don't
they
gotta
respond.
You don't have to give it to them though. You're like the artists in the people's DMs, like or in tagging random people who don't give a fuck.
Damn, is that who I am?
You just gotta put it out there.
I definitely don't look at
he
this
said
shit.
you're a
people,
local rapper.
God damn,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
You're a local poet.
Fuck,
Local
bro.
poet.
I gotta stop. All right,
Local
all
poet
y'all
society.
women, I'm done.
Press the boo button. Press the boo button.
Damn, bro.
So you ain't
I'm done, yo.
double DMer
What, send the same message?
or just keep DMing until they respond.
No, that's weird.
So you calling Jordan weird?
Fuck, bro.
I mean,
Now look at him. He's over here fucked up now.
if it's the very first time, you can't double. But if you've been talking for a little bit and they don't respond, then I feel like you can be like, "What's up?" Again,
respectful.
just to see what's
I
up.
feel like if you double from the I don't do this, but this is just my theory. I feel like if you double from the jump, you can get away with it.
I feel like it got to be.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Maybe, yeah.
You gotta be.
depends
That
on-
got to be. A
Oh
girl double
shit!
message.
What up, Jessica? You want a poem? I got you.
You should
Yeah.
live on the show.
I don't care. Shit.
Send her a poem.
Jessica, do you want a poem from Jordan?
Want a
Yeah,
poem?
I'm gonna add you on Facebook and then I'm gonna send you one tonight. I got you.
Yeah, we gotta get your shit out there. We gotta get your work out there. For
Yeah,
the
dude.
people, man.
Appreciate it, man.
We
Public-
can come up with a
Publish the book.
strategy so you don't come off like a creep.
I'm definitely gonna be a creep. I don't care.
Oh, so you like that type of shit?
I don't like it, but it is what it is. Oh, she wants a poem,
She wants to just put the cheer button. Where's the
I know
cheer
her.
button? Y'all know the cheer button on
Can
here?
you?
bro. I low key feel
Hold
like
up.
I know
Hold
her,
up.
bro.
Another one.
My name is.
There we go.
Another
It's the
one.
yellow.
Hey, Jordan, if
Future
she don't
reference.
respond,
Another one. Another one.
Send it out.
Bro, I got it, bro.
Let's go.
I'm gonna let y'all know.
Hold up.
What she
All
say?
right. She said she would love it. She
You love it.
and he
Shit.
said he
I'm
got
about to
Golden
add-
Corral on you.
he's gonna start now. He's gonna be out of
Yeah,
the
just
podcast.
Golden
ahead.
Corral, bro.
Can you?
You
free-
think of the Golden Corral, won't you?
You know what? Since it's a buffet, I could do that. I'll pay that money.
Do we have a Golden Corral anymore?
Fuck yeah.
Nigga, you know you eat Golden Corral.
Right.
I
Every
haven't since
Sunday
I was
after
young.
church, nigga. I'm about to
Yeah, I
add
was
you on
gonna say-
Facebook right now, and I'm gonna send you one when I leave here.
When I stopped going to church, I stopped eating that Golden Corral.
You tripping.
Huh.
Bro, Veterans Day, I'm in there.
You got to go to Golden Corral like 10 or 30 or something like that. You got to see what it is specifically, but you get there for breakfast and lunch. You get the best.
I
of
didn't
both
even
worlds.
know they did breakfast.
She
over
said
there.
you can't send the same ones that you sent to anybody
Oh,
else.
you want a fresh one?
Yeah,
So
just freestyle her one, bro.
I got you.
You freestyle poem?
No, I'm not that good yet.
You try it, bro. We're live on air.
And I can't do it. I've tried it. I
you
can't
can try
do
it, bro. We're live on air.
Y'all freestyle a rap and I'll freestyle a poem.
Gotta go first.
No.
That's
Let me see.
respectable.
I'm
Ain't nobody doing no fucking poems right now.
Damn, that's fucked up. You hating on my fucking shit.
Shikari got last in the story.
Yeah,
She'll
boo.
she's young as fuck. She'll be all right.
Ooh.
But
She's
I
gonna
do think
bounce back, bro.
I do think she might have smoked that drug test to get her out, to protect her image.
You
a
think
little
you
bit,
think her
or
coaches
to
and
make
shit
it-
knew that?
Make the news.
You think her coaches and shit knew that she wasn't gonna win and she was gonna make America look bad?
And they were like, "Yo, trust me, take this blunt, Shikari."
Yeah.
Or
We know you're going through some shit right now.
Shikari, take this blunt, please, for
No.
you.
Hey,
These
Jessica,
Jamaicans
add
are
me back,
fast.
girl.
And the Jamaicans are fast as fuck, man. What do they do over
Yeah.
there? This is just
They just run.
Without shoes on.
Or chase rabbits and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm. I seen a video on ESPN a long time ago where it was a football team and they were in a field, and it wasn't a football team; it was a couple of people from the football team.
Oh yeah.
They would just run around and catch rabbits, and that would
That's how they
increase their
get fast
agility.
and shit. It works.
Pretty
I've
dope.
seen it.
I mean, it makes sense. Look,
Do
how
they catch them ever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they was in there. Yeah, they was catching them.
I've seen people do that with chickens and shit too. Because chickens will like just move on your ass.
Mhm.
So if you can't grab them right there, they gone.
Right there.
Be out there moving like a rabbit. Kanye West is the next topic, man. He's been releasing an album in a way I've never seen anybody release an album.
You think it's gonna do well after
No.
that?
I think it's already doing well.
I don't
That
think
STEM idea is nuts, bro.
so. I don't think it is.
Oh,
The-
yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
little, what is it? What do you call it? It's like a actual device and you could, because I think they uploaded every single stem that they had from it, so you can isolate the vocals or isolate ad libs or the beat and shit, and you could use it and shit.
I think
It's crazy.
people are overestimating this shit. Like they're like, oh, he made $12 million. Look at how much all that shit costs. I'm sure it's way more than $12 million. Now he's so rich, I don't think he cares about album
Yeah.
sales or recouping or any of that shit.
It's trying to be
I
different.
feel like with all the shit that he's been through in the past couple of years, this album is literally just for him to get it all off his chest.
No,
I don't know.
don't
I
make that
think
excuse
he-
for him if it's
I
bad.
think he
No, I'm not
low-key-
saying it's bad. I don't care if it's bad or not, but I'm just saying I feel like it's not for us to enjoy. It's for him to get that shit off his chest.
I can see
I ain't
that.
going for that.
I don't know if he meant to do this, but I think he's gonna change the way albums are gonna be released. If
Bro.
people are thinking like me,
Beyonce is gonna be next to do that shit.
well, because like everybody is an artist, everybody's an engineer. Like it's so common. So what way to solve the issue? What better way to solve the issue than to release an album and give it to the producers and engineers that everybody is one, and let them do their own thing. They put their shit on TikTok. It goes crazy on TikTok, and it's just a bunch of different versions of it.
It makes
That's-
his sales go up because they
That's
know
special. That's
they know
crazy.
It stemmed
No, it's a
from
dope
his
idea.
shit.
If he's thinking like that, and then it's because there's got to be something to break the it's been stagnant. It's like albums like, all right, another album came out. Oh well, something got to change about that shit, and doing this is a good step.
I think that
Well,
idea is dope. I just think that, and I don't think his album's gonna be bad. I just think that like people have this idea this shit's gonna just sell super crazy, and it's like I don't know.
I don't think it will.
it will
I'll
if
probably do 200,000 at least.
if
What single does he have
You
out?
don't need a single. Kanye West is in a group of people who don't need singles to sell.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard damn near all the songs. I think he said the
'Cause,
listening
like-
parties, and I've
like
heard
every
different
show is like
versions.
different songs, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what song is.
He might just take certain people off.
I saw
Like,
he
he
took
took Jay-Z
he
off
took
of the
Jay-Z off.
baby.
Yeah, that shit was kind of weird, but
Not
at
really.
the same time, it was
took
like
Jay-Z off his album.
he took it off a song. I mean, it's
Why?
kind of weird because it's like I'm pretty sure Jay-Z had really has something to say on whatever
Yeah, that's
song it was.
weird. Why would
But
he
at the
do
same
that?
time, the baby's like on fire right now, so why not put him on there?
Yeah.
I would have just added the
Well,
next.
Kanye,
verse,
you just
but-
never know what
I mean,
final
he
verse
kinda
is gonna
just
come
got
out anyway.
canceled, though.
He did not get canceled.
I mean, to some people,
No who?
bro,
to
baby
the
is-
media, obviously.
Fuck no.
But like in his lane, in his world, where did he get canceled?
I just meant in a sense. I don't think he got canceled. I don't think you can really cancel people, but
No, you can, but I don't think he was really one to get canceled.
but
I think you have to do
as
a
a
crime.
business move, though.
I think it still has to be a crime. I think that was just internet cancel.
It just
I
meant,
think we have to start breaking
and that's
them
the
down.
thing.
now.
But that's what
Yeah.
really makes sales is people on the internet knowing shit's dropping, and they're like they associate it with.
Bro, if the baby
Oh, the
would have
baby's on
dropped an
here. I
album
heard some
right
shit
then
about
and there,
him earlier.
it still would have sold.
Oh yeah,
If the baby would have dropped an album, even after he got kicked off all these fucking tours and fucking shows and shit, it still would have sold.
and even with a crime like Tory Lanez for
an actual crime.
yeah, he has an actual crime. He bounced back.
So 50,000, and then he just dropped one that just sold 1 million.
I don't
Yeah.
know how you get I don't know how you get canceled unless you do some R. Kelly, Michael Jackson type shit.
And
Michael
they-
Chill,
Jackson,
bro.
allegedly,
Chill, bro.
allegedly, I'm
Bro, my
sorry.
man is
I'm sorry.
innocent, bro.
But here's my thing though.
On all 9 counts.
If
Chill
you
out.
think about it, bro, they still didn't get canceled.
R. Kelly,
You can't
R.
cancel
Kelly
him.
is getting
He's
canceled.
in
still
jail.
hearing-
They're still
I'm
listening to his music.
Still hearing
Yeah,
both.
But when you bring up R. Kelly's name, it's people get
Yes,
the room starts
It's
getting
cringy.
like
Yeah,
like,
you,
what?
you say that, but then you at the club or whatever, and you hear
Still
fucking
hear it. Hear it on the
fucking
radio
Bump and
still.
Grind, you like, I fucking love it.
Bro, if I'm 2 shots in, bro, and I hear R. Kelly playing, bro, I start
shots
dancing. I
away,
don't even
yeah.
dance.
You can't
Two
you
shots
can't
away,
deny
yeah.
his brilliance or genius, as he said on the little deal.
You can't, but fuck all that. We've been talking about R. Kelly way too much. We're gonna get shadow banned for R. Kelly.
Yeah, what's next?
OnlyFans. They
Ghost.
earlier this week, or maybe it was last week, they said they were gonna go back and get rid of fucking explicit content, like sexual content. But they went back on that.
You reversed
They didn't
it.
have a choice.
Yeah, they realized how much money they're about to lose.
You got to think, bro, that built a platform. Nobody, like, even if they ban all that content and shit like that, right? Who the fuck's still gonna use OnlyFans? Nobody's using it except those type of people.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, it's
There's a
crazy.
lot of other
OnlyFans
shit,
been
but
out for
that's-
years, and no one knew about it until like the past 2 years or so. Some
Probably
shit
like
like
a year or
that.
two. Yeah.
So somebody just had to start fucking on there.
They've been doing it on there.
Oh, they've been fucking on there. and
Yeah,
it
it's
just
been
popped off?
it's been around doing the exact same thing. Just no one really fucked with it. No one knew about it. And then when motherfuckers had to sit their ass at home for a year, they're like, shit, let me try this out. And that's how it really blew up.
Oh yeah, I did hear about it before the pandemic, but that is true. It did boom. But I think this might be a publicity stunt.
I feel like they're trying to get like a sponsorship from somebody, and they're like, "Oh, you got to do
Yeah,
this."
you can't have that on
And
there.
then once they got that contract that says, "Oh, we can't go back on this," nah, fuck it, y'all can do what y'all want.
It was the credit cards and the credit card companies. They said it was their fault. It's because it was like the same thing that happened with Pornhub, where there was underage content on there and illegal content, so that they had to go through and wipe out everything on Pornhub, so that the credit card companies would accept payments.
Makes sense.
So yes, they control everything. Like if a motherfucker can't get payments, then you ain't shit. And that's why they think they should move that to cryptocurrency. That's the conversation right now.
Move OnlyFans to cryptocurrency.
All that type of shit, to move it to cryptocurrency where it's not dealing with the traditional banks.
I feel like that's $1 billion idea. I feel like you'd make
I'm
a
not
lot more money.
100% sure how crypto works yet, though. So
Me either, but I feel like
Blockchain,
you would
bro.
make a lot more money than.
Blockchain.
Because nobody wants to give $20 to you. Know what I'm saying? You go ask your mom for $20, nigga, go to hell. No.
Blockchain,
But
bro.
cryptocurrency, yeah, sure. I mean, I feel like that way. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by that?
Like no one's there's people out here who just won't pay for anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with the crypto shit, since you like it recruits and shit, don't it?
Yeah.
So if you give X amount of whatever, you get X amount back eventually.
Right. Okay. I see what you.
Because
You
you're
don't, and
invested
you
in it
really
as
don't
well.
have to work for it. It just is automatically gonna come back.
Because
So
you have
if
it.
you go to
and you invest in
cryptocurrency
it.
or whatever, it's gonna you just give like 20 whatever, what's the shit? The 20 bitcoins or whatever, and like in a week you get 20 back and then some because of how it works and shit.
Right,
But if
right,
you
right.
give somebody $20,
Unless that shit crashes,
$20.
unless it goes all the way down, and then you know what I'm saying? What like so do they? You could pay in Bitcoin at companies, so they get that Bitcoin and whatever the worth does after that, that's just all profit in their pockets.
sure. I have no idea. I have no idea how that shit works.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand it.
I just feel like you would make a lot more money with that because I mean, look when that fucking dog coin or Doge coin or whatever the fuck it was when that was booming, literally everybody was running to fucking Robinhood to try to invest in some shit.
Yeah, because it
And
was
they didn't
trending.
even know anything about it.
It was trending, and some people are still on the fucking trend bandwagon. Not so much anymore, but like it was booming at the beginning of this year. It was crazy.
And how many people actually knew what the fuck it was or knew anything about it?
Not too many.
Nobody.
But everybody had the shit.
You don't gotta understand it though completely. You just gotta understand it in a sense, because like when you invest in companies and stuff, you kind of know about the company,
Yeah.
but you're not like fully
Well versed on the
yeah.
ins
It's
and
not
outs
like
of it.
oh yeah. Basically, the
investing in Bud
cryptocurrency
Light.
shit is just like I think of it as like a fucking floating bank away from these
Which is
you
kind
call
of
it a
dope.
decentralized bank. I don't know the specific terms, but that's just next. I think, especially for things like this, like the porn industry is like a $1 trillion industry, and it's being shooken up because these traditional banks don't want to fucking they're not with it.
Speaking of
So they
speaking
can
of the
like
porn
what
shit,
else
bro.
they gonna control though? That's like a small problem that could turn into a bigger problem.
Speaking of the porn shit, bro, I just got a question for y'all real quick. I hate to get off subject,
No, you
kind of
good.
sort of, but
Podcast.
y'all down to put in some bread and some input on my sex toy invention?
Yeah, bro. Let's
What is
hear
it?
I don't know, man. That fucking Rose is making millions of dollars. I don't know how the fuck I'm not doing that.
So I mean,
I'm perverted and I'm perverted enough to make a sex toy for these women and they'll buy it.
Well, let's
You
think.
think-
Let's think of one.
You gotta ask them.
Nah, I want to put something.
Are you
Gotta-
trying to do one for the males or female?
I hope not for the males. I
fuck.
want no parts of that.
You never know. It could be a sex
You
toy
want
that
no
rubs your
pocket
back.
pussy?
It could. You ever heard of a pocket pussy?
Trash.
Really, you tried
so
all
you-
of them?
Trash.
You tried all of them?
You tried all of them?
I haven't tried one.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't
I've
tried
tried one.
I just feel like it's the stigma of a pocket pussy is like
Shit.
dudes will really go out here and buy their favorite porn star's pocket pussy because it looks like their pussy, but the
Oh,
inside
see,
is
I
like,
must have got a great value when they got porn stars attached to them. They
Porn stars pussy.
they sell the actual
but you
pussies.
know, like the
That's-
inside is not them. Like you're stupid if you're really thinking this is fucking who Riley Reed's fucking
No, this
pussy.
is-
Like you're insane.
Yeah,
But the women, all they need is a fucking shower head. So
Cucumbers.
yeah, or a fucking rose. So yeah, I'm trying to make a
What
sex
exactly
toy.
is this rose you're talking about? Because I'm not familiar.
It's a little clit sucker thingy.
A clit
Clit
sucker.
sucker
They got a
thing.
toy out here
I think
sucking
so.
bitches' clits.
Sucking
Yeah,
We're about to be out of business.
I'm
fellas.
telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to make one that you can put ice in and shit. You know, bitches like ice and shit.
Do y'all think? So you ain't got no prototypes or any ideas?
Man, I just thought of it. I seen somebody on Facebook talking about their rose and how they almost drowned in the tub with it, and I was like, bro, I gotta think of something because this is ridiculous.
Try it out, bro.
Try it out on what?
What the fuck is he gonna try?
Right.
On the
Y'all
chick
some
you're
wild
fucking.
niggas, man.
Hey, I'm trying to make it like a ball massager, like a thing,
Something
like
that goes like this.
I just cup it. It just cups to my balls, and I turn it on, and it just.
See, Tony's already out of that. He said he don't want no parts of no
Yeah, I
dude
don't
sex
want no part
toys.
of
So.
no-
Hey man, hey,
No,
we're
I'm not
thinking
mad at
we're
it.
thinking about it from the business. I'm just
I don't
saying.
give a fuck about anything else. I'm
trying to think.
You know how much money?
But
He's
for
like,
the business,
bro,
I might
but
hold
from
back
a
Bro,
personal-
Mr.
might hold back
Fontana,
a
I'm
few
gonna come
for
to you as a
myself, but-
businessman, Mr. Fontana. Do you know how much these women are paying for these fucking roses?
Do you?
Like $30 to $70 every time, right?
And
then
motherfuckers would
it came
pay to
out-
get their balls tickled too.
It came out that the motherfuckers didn't work,
I
and people
promise.
were still
Took on
buying
my
them.
ball.
And then they found some that did work, and they bought even more.
Took on my
Still not,
ball.
I still want no parts of that.
No, I'm not tripping on that part. I'm just saying
It's not his bit.
The-
It's
the
not a
sex
venture
toy
for him.
industry, bro. Sex sells. They've been saying it for the longest time. Sex sells, and if I can find
You would
something,
need it to go viral like the Rose did.
yeah, definitely. And I feel like some East Side Topeka woman can make that go viral.
No.
No,
The right
one.
Definitely
Bitches.
not an East Side Topeka
Yeah,
woman. no.
nobody care about them bitches, bro.
Okay, a South Side Topeka woman.
And I don't think anybody from Topeka can make that shit go viral.
Kansas City, Kansas. Why
Pick-
not?
My name is.
Oh,
Oh,
another one.
Another one.
What about a Wyandotte bitch?
I don't even trust
Wyandotte County,
bitches
Yeah,
from Kansas City, bro.
county jail.
I don't trust them either.
Long story short, the sex is here to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
move that shit to Bitcoin.
Yeah, I
something
don't
like
Shit, if I make one, you pay me in Bitcoin and I convert that shit over, I'll be straight. I'm gonna make one, bro.
You be a genius.
Like R. Kelly.
I'm exiting this conversation. Exiting this conversation.
Next topic, bro. We can't dwell on that.
The next topic is Drake
I hate
is
him.
supposedly.
Hey, Drake.
I got a theory though. He's dropping his album on the 3rd. But I was sipping last night and I was thinking, what if that little ESPN glitch announcement was actually Kanye West?
He was like,
And he put out the because everybody knows what Drake's album is going to be called, and he put out a fake date,
What is it?
and then everybody on that date is waiting for Drake's album, and Kanye drops his album while everybody's on Spotify refreshing that shit.
Oh, that'd be tight.
that'll be fine.
If you call that,
That would be a
out.
chess move.
I just
cool.
I don't understand. I really don't understand the beef with release dates because if I fuck with your music, I'm gonna listen to it no matter when it drops.
It's about going number one.
Because Drake was
No, I
banging,
get that.
banging
I
Cam,
just
bro.
it just doesn't make sense. Like if your album's good, I'm gonna listen to it more times than this one.
Drake's definitely gonna go number one.
Drake can die right
Aw.
Relax, bro. You said you love
right
NWA.
now.
You think Drake is going to outsell Kanye,
It's
even
not
with
gonna
all
be-
these shenanigans?
Of course.
I feel like Drake's fan base is a lot bigger than Kanye's fan
He
base.
got banned from TikTok. He must have
Wow.
said something.
I'm sorry.
Probably
probably
smoking
me.
weed. I sparked
Yeah.
a CBD joint.
Oh well, we can't
Yeah.
see what's going on over there anyway.
Drake's fan base is a lot bigger than Kanye's fan base, so he's automatically gonna sell more or do better. But I feel like Kanye's music is gonna sound and be better than
No.
his.
Mm.
I kind of feel like
I don't
Kanye
think
West
so.
ain't made better music than Drake in the last 10 years.
The album was sounding decent though.
I agree with that.
No, but he's
Are you
Kanye
talking
West.
like
It's
are you
gonna
talking
sound
like
good.
Kanye's music or everything like he produces and
I'm
shit
talking
like that?
about
and writes
Kanye's
songs?
music.
Okay.
It's not been that good, like on a level of Drake's. Drake
Okay.
ain't put out what's Drake's worst album?
Everything, every single one.
Drake's worst album. That's like
Every
hard to
single
say
one.
because
Yeah.
I like 'em
Maybe
all.
the demo shit, like
No,
because
the
that was
all of
one,
them.
the one where he if you're reading this, it's
nah,
too
bro.
late.
That might have been his hardest shit.
I don't
bro.
like that
Nah,
shit.
all of
That shit
them
was
were
tough.
trash.
I think I don't like that because I was too late and everybody had heard it first and shit.
Hell yeah.
I was late on that shit, so I was salty.
they're
I think-
all gay.
I think come on, bro.
They're all trash.
This the same nigga that dies when he sees NWA.
Bro, not NWA, bro, Mike.
Big time Michael Jackson fan, but you can't stand Drake.
I can't, bro. The song he did with Michael Jackson. If I ever see Drake in
That
person,
song-
I'm
that
gonna
song was
slap.
horrible. That
I'm
song was
going to
dumpster
slap the
juice.
fuck out of him.
Yeah, that song was horrible. I agree.
But you gotta understand though, that's the shit that Mike had
Like
left.
Mike Jack.
So Mike would have put that shit out
Son.
himself.
So how do y'all
Mike would
feel?
have never put that out.
I know y'all
Not
don't
sounding
do,
like that.
I know y'all don't do music. You do, but
Nah.
how do y'all feel about people? How would y'all feel about people touching your music and shit after you died, or anything that y'all were doing or working on?
It depends on what it is, for real.
Yeah, I don't really. I wouldn't mind.
You wouldn't mind. You wouldn't care.
Especially
some
depending
old
if it's like a
verses.
legendary artist, I wouldn't mind.
Some verses that I have laying around. I mean, if I was gonna do something with them, or I just recorded them just to fucking get it off my chest, cool. No, don't touch my shit. But if it's a verse that I was looking to get rid of or some shit,
But how would people know?
that's.
People really want to know. I think.
I mean, you'd have to separate it like this folder. Don't touch it. This folder.
And motherfuckers don't do that.
Yeah.
If you see my shit, bro, it's like scattered everywhere, and like I would be, if I could see, if in the afterlife, if I could see down and somebody was in my shit and they were going through my rough drafts, I'd be so sad. I'd be like, damn, that wasn't supposed to be like that. That was just an idea. That was just like me fucking playing around. And I feel that way about like Mac Miller's last project, Pop Smoke's last project.
I agree.
A lot of those
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD. I'm
his
not
last
too
shit?
familiar.
No.
Familiar with that joint.
I think Juice WRLD's last shit was really good.
I didn't get to hear.
I think like Juice WRLD made a shitload of music. So I think he has so much music that they kind of are like they still got a bunch of his shit that's never been released.
Yeah.
So they probably already have like a direction of, you know, what to do for his shit.
I feel like when you make it in the industry, like I mean, make it like blow up. Your lawyers and everything, your managers, they have to put a plan in place for that. Like, all right, we know that you over here popping pills every day. We know that you're drinking and doing it, snorting coke and all this shit out. So we have to put this shit down on paper. If you were to die, these songs can be released. This can happen. Blah blah blah
But,
blah.
but think about people's
think about
people's families though, right? So Mac Miller, his family can't continue to. Well, they can make money off his back catalog if he owns his music.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, they need that new music to come out so they can still profit off of that.
And that's where you put it in your contracts and shit.
And I'm pretty sure most of his shit was independent. So
You gotta
all that shit.
You gotta put that in. You gotta put that in the contract, bro. Because
I think the stuff
music
that you do with
industry-
engineers, like the stuff that you go to the studio and do, but if they're in your hard drive, searching around trying to piece together shit,
I feel like Mac Miller's family was more involved in just because he was still independent when he died. He was independent, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, his
no.
estate.
He signed a big
Sony.
deal. Yeah, I don't know what type
Sony or
of
something?
like the details of it, but I'm pretty sure he signed to Warner Brothers, maybe. Yeah, fact check me on that shit, but he signed a big ass deal.
See, a lot of artists don't own their music anyway. So if they got access to it, you don't own that shit anyway.
Yeah,
so they probably looking at the label owns the rights to that.
You gotta own your masters.
I mean, at what point does the label own your song?
At every point that they pay for the budget.
If you in a 360, they own all that motherfucker.
Most artists that's out are in 360s though.
Mm-hmm.
The big ones you hear about, yeah.
Because who do you think got enough leverage to go to them and say, "Oh, I want to own my masters"?
Yeah, you can't really do that.
I mean, I know we're gonna touch on this, Boosie on the Breakfast Club, but when he said he don't let nobody speak over him, so he controls the room because everybody's smarter than him. I feel like people don't think like that. So you kind of gotta, if you go into a business deal with a label, no, this is what I want. If you don't want to give me this, that's fine. I'm gonna find somebody who does, even if it's a smaller label.
But who can give you the? See, that's the thing too, bro. A lot of these artists, they get caught up in the deal. So people think, like, people be forgetting that them deals are loans. So they think that money's theirs.
Yeah.
So people be like, "Oh, I want a $2 million deal. I want a little label can't give you that. They can offer you 20 racks, 50
That's
racks,
fine.
shit like. But most of these niggas don't want that.
True.
They want the immediate money. They want the big money.
True.
So, you know, Boosie from the street. So yeah, he would probably do that. But the average kid, like, listen to how the rappers talk now. They talk designer clothes, big chains. You can't get that, bro, on an indie deal. I mean, you can, but they don't look at it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that image, you got to keep up with that image.
which takes a lot of times a big label budget. So
I feel like though, I mean, if you know your worth and the label knows your worth, you can talk it out. In some labels didn't like, no, we're gonna give you this, but other labels like, okay, if you really want to own, we ain't gonna give you your masters, but we'll give you publishing or whatever. We'll give you something to own.
This ties back into Mac Miller. I feel like what he did to get that leverage, because he was independent his whole career until the very end, and that's when he signed. And so, like, when he signed, he had all creative control because he was Mac Miller.
Yeah.
And at that point, if the label starts saying, all right, Mac Miller, we need you to do this trap music because this is what's selling, this is that, Mac Miller's in the office like, nah, I know what sells for me. There's a track record of it. I don't have to do that shit.
true.
The artists that sign deals right out the bat, they're projects. They see people like the label see people like, oh, he looks like he could be like, if he just like you're a bubbling rapper on SoundCloud. You got the image, you got it. And speaking of that, Rod Wave in one of his new songs said, I don't know the exact line, but basically said the labels they're trying to take his image and basically say fuck him.
When they used to wasn't fucking with him and they wasn't trying to sign him, but now he blew. Now y'all trying to go get Murray's and all them other people. No disrespect to Murray, but
yeah, let me look that line up real quick though, because I think it was a shot at Murray for sure, but not a direct shot. You know what I mean? Like, it's not his fault.
Yeah, no, he's talented, and he would have been crazy to not take them opportunities because of how Rod Wave or somebody else would feel.
Sure. But what was the main shit we were just talking about? Lost my train of thought. Fried. You're fried. Hey, speaking of fried, bro, you was fried as fucking the
all of them.
The odd squad family.
I know it was. That fucking backwood got me.
They just fucking stuck, bro.
Shout out Odd Squad. They just dropped
They probably thought
video.
People probably thought she was part of the Odd Squad. That's the mute. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't say shit, but you had a handle, bro.
I mean,
like, damn, this dude Drew's going off right now.
I was nervous, bro.
Just letting them talk.
I don't even remember this shit.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh yeah, grab a fat nigga from the trenches. Let's see, fat nigga from the trenches. Grab a fat nigga out the trenches and try to replace me, but they ain't me. Try to duplicate me, can't be. Blah blah. Blah. Yeah, that's a shot at people like fucking Murray, T-Rail, all those Pain singers, man. But that was the main thing. Yeah, the labels when they sign you out the gate, you are a project for them. So you don't got no creative control. They're like, nah, this is what's gonna work. We're giving you money. You need this money, so you're gonna have to do this. Tat your fucking face, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Tat it. Hurry up,
bro. How do you feel like labels really act? Because I really feel like some labels don't know what's selling. Right? Yeah, they see numbers, but
that's the only way they look at it.
The numbers aren't us sitting here talking about it and like, bro, no, you really need to listen to this song right here. But like,
the numbers are right though.
But that's their analytics, so that's what
numbers.
That's what they
numbers aren't right because
that shit is selling for kids.
Bro, they know numbers aren't right because you're good. When Drake drops his album, whether it's good or bad, you're gonna listen to it because it's him. So those numbers don't matter because you're gonna listen to it.
I'm gonna say this too, though. This is what you gotta understand. Drake has dropped so much great music that even if it is bad, we're gonna always give him benefit of the doubt.
He's
same
there.
thing as Kanye West.
He's there. Yeah.
He has creative control, like Kanye West.
Yeah,
his last couple projects wasn't great, right?
Right.
But he's Kanye West, so
okay. Let me.
That's why we assume Donda's gonna be great.
Let me use shit. Who's popping right now? Let's go with fucking Moneybag. Some of his older shit before he really blew up pretty hard. Some of his newer shit, some songs could be taken off, you know. So when he drops his next album, if that shit is ass, but everybody listens to it because they fuck with Moneybag, the label's like, damn, you did great. You went number one. Because
I think they still know.
But you gotta understand though, bro. If you do like a part, like for people who are creative, yeah, they're gonna hear it and say, "No, that wasn't that good." But all they should give a fuck about is the numbers, because you can have people like us sitting up saying how trash this artist's music is, but if that artist's music is hitting the pinnacles and the goals that they got set for it, yo, we still need you to do that.
But it's not nowadays. It's not it's not about the music, and it's not about what is good. It's simply about what the algorithms say is good and what the algorithms allow. So the songs that are popping now, they got to be a song that can translate to TikTok views. Like off rip, those record producers, I'm sure they're in the studio. Like, we got to think of one that we can probably get on TikTok that'll sell the rest of the album. We get them dancing to this, it goes viral. It's crazy. Like Moneybagg Yo with Waukesha.
Yep.
That went crazy on TikTok, and then he went to another level. Like,
but see, I think that probably. I mean, I think it depends on. I think obviously like the analytics and shit like that definitely matter. But I think that there's certain artists that can make music like in an orthodox way and don't have to think like that. Like a Kodak.
Oh yeah, Kodak.
Youngboy. Like Youngboy's not you can't make me believe Youngboy's sitting in a room with people going over analytics.
No.
Because he don't even speak to the label for real.
And he's one of those artists that who probably has leverage because the streets talk so much for him, the internet talks so much for him. It's like, what can you say in an office across him from like, nah,
everything he drops,
stop dropping music. This ain't working no more. Which I will say, if you're he needs to slow down a little bit.
If you're entirely too much.
If you're a real, I think people don't understand that though, because you got artists that are in the industry that are street. You know what I'm saying? They say it because they can rap about it and shit. Oh, they saw their cousin get shot. All right, cool. Now I'm a street nigga. But then you got motherfuckers who are street motherfuckers who are really talking their real shit. They don't need anybody to talk for them anywhere because they know that the streets are gonna fuck with them no matter what. But you got this motherfucker over here who needs help to get the label to understand. Oh, I gotta talk about this because that's what my fans want to hear. Type shit.
I agree with that to a certain extent, but I think that there's something in music that people think being real in music matters and it doesn't. Like there's some niggas that's some real niggas that
for longevity. I think it is.
I'm beyond. There's some real niggas that probably shouldn't rap. Like,
I see.
Your story's real.
You're talking about real, like
your story's real.
Yeah,
but nigga, we don't want to hear the music. That shit's terrible. People think that being real translates into music, and it don't always do.
But I think that's street real. I think if you're real, like a vulnerable person, like Tyler the Creator or somebody, real works.
Yeah.
But I think street real is different because it's like it taps into another area. It's like
we hear every song that is street. We hear the exact same story because the streets is the streets, no matter where you're at.
But the thing is, when they do break through, whoever it is, it's because they are authentic and people can hear it. Like,
damn, bro, fucking producer, fucking shit up.
Yeah. Like the people that are popping, like Pooh Shiesty. He seems real.
Yeah, even if he's not, he seems
NBA Youngboy seems real. Lil Durk seems real. And the tricky thing I think is like when you get to that level now, and that you're a rapper, all eyes are on you. And then all your history, all your past, it elevates. Like Lil Durk probably had beefs from his hood from way before he started rapping. That now motherfuckers like that they might have forgot about the beef a little bit, but then he became Lil Durk, and now they're like, man, now I really hate this motherfucker,
Yeah.
And when you're just living that fucking life for real, and you try to become a superstar, I think it's just so dangerous. That's why most of them get locked up, and like Kodak would have been gone for a while if it wasn't for fucking Trump.
Yeah,
that sounds crazy.
That is so crazy.
It's weird. That's like the
why do you do that?
Glitch in the Matrix.
Shit, Wayne too.
Yeah, Wayne. That's so weird.
Wayne was on his way to go do a 10 ball.
How the fuck did that happen?
I don't know, but I'm happy for it because I like Kodak's new music. Man. It's
crazy.
Wayne
it's going crazy.
Wayne,
I can live without Wayne's music nowadays. It's
he's doing good, bro. Did you hear him on Tyler the Creator's shit?
No. Did you hear him on?
No,
YG
I did.
shit?
I did hear him on that one.
YG is
he's
terrible.
Still good,
bro. After that first album YG put out, because it was a real life album, everything after that has been like, his shit was terrible back then. I ain't never liked YG.
He had some joints.
But his first like album, the one that Jeezy put out for him, that shit was hard.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro.
My Crazy Life.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro.
That shit's hard.
Yeah, My Crazy Life was that's nostalgic for me. That takes me back to a cool. Like he might have dropped that in the summer.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
like summer 2012 or some shit. It came out.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. Like one thing with music, I think that because I personally don't like YG's music, but I respect other people that do. But I think if you talented, they can put you in a room with the best producers and songwriters, and anybody y'all would make the same hits, bro. If you had the same access,
you don't believe that.
I mean, I wouldn't tell you that if I did. Like, if I didn't, like,
thanks, bro.
My thing is, if you got to go work with J. Cole's producers and engineers, or like 40 in them.
Hold up, respect the GOAT.
What?
J. Cole is his producer.
No, he got some other producers.
People.
Yeah,
He working
lately,
with T-Minus and
lately.
niggas like that.
He
But
went platinum with no features.
But see,
No
my thing
producers.
is, or like say that you had access to the money to have a budget like that. You could be creative like that, make the same shit.
I agree. I think it's the time. I think it's the time that they're able to dedicate towards music. I think if I went right now to the studio, I wouldn't be as sharp and as there as like Drake. I wouldn't be able to do the same things as him. But if I got to live like Drake for a year,
Yeah,
I'd make some crazy ass music.
Do you think that
100%.
do you think that that's why a lot of people come out in their trash now because they get involved in the too much stuff trying to make more money and they don't have the time to get to the studio how they should?
Yeah,
because your main focus is being an artist. I don't give a fuck about your liquor deal, your weed deal, because that's not what I fuck with you for. I fuck with you for the
that's
music.
dope.
but that's
I'm glad you're getting rich
that's
off
the
weed.
consumer's fault though, because and that's what I was gonna bring up earlier. It's our fault from the LimeWire days.
Yeah.
We made music.
Yeah.
We threw it in the trash basically and lowered the value so much that they're getting paid cents every time people
Shout out
listen to this
LimeWire.
shit. You know, like so now all these artists they can get big and they can get they 1 or 2 albums in, but then the money starts to dry up. They gotta do a bunch of other shit because rap don't pay that well. I feel
No, but
from
see,
the outside looking at.
I think you're right to a certain extent. But even the artists back in the day, all of the motherfuckers was in bad deals, bro.
Horrible.
If motherfuckers didn't have like Michael Jackson, people like that. Mike might have been one of the only ones with a really good deal. Like the 80-20 shit. Like a lot of motherfuckers didn't get that. So like if you look at it like TLC, like a lot of these different
They
groups,
had bad
but a
deals.
lot of them, like if you go listen to old Bad Boy stories, every Bad Boy artist was fucked up.
Except
like,
for Biggie.
No, Biggie was broke too. If you go listen, bro, go listen to it's on Vlad TV. You can go listen to his name's like Gene. He's Puffy and Biggie's bodyguard. He was actually like breaking down like the last little bit that Big was alive and shit like that. He was saying shit like, bro, like at the end, Big was fucked up, bro. That's why he was finna go sign with somebody else. He had like a $62 million deal offer or
Puff
some shit
just
like that.
being a bad manager.
Puff was taking everything, bro. That's
Yeah.
what they did back in the music industry.
Yeah, and they continue to do.
You got to think, bro. The music industry preys on the young.
Yeah.
So if you was 17, 18, or 19, and we came to you and signed you, and we tossed you 50,000 off of a song that you made millions off of, you're broke. You're just happy to get that 50,000, bro. You're not questioning this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're not thinking like, damn, well, my shit just did this. I should at least have this. You thinking, I'm gonna buy a new chain. And
Back then, yeah.
the Gene dude was saying Biggie was broke. I'm not trying to say it like I just knew his personal business, but he was actually
No, you knew Biggie
Yeah.
back
in the
then.
thing, you know.
I don't know. I feel like the music industry is just all fucked up. Like I know damn near all of us would like to be in the music industry in some way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
But I don't think honestly, I wholeheartedly believe that no one from Topeka could really handle it. Cause I know how niggas from Topeka are, and we
Thanks,
just don't
man.
give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Cause we're a working class, so once we get some money and someone try to fuck us over, we take that shit personally because we don't have a lot of money here in Topeka.
I think you'll get in front of them people in them rooms and that attitude will change.
I don't know, man, because you always gonna be Tony Fontana. I ain't gonna say your government out here.
Appreciate that,
You know
brother.
what
A lot of people
You
don't know
always
that.
gonna be Tony Fontana. You know what I'm saying? So when you get in them rooms and you start getting paid for shit, and they try to disrespect you, you gonna be Tony Fontana from the South.
Well, see, for me too, bro, is
I disagree with that, man. I just cause like certain people like me, bro. I don't know. I think a lot of people have the mind state. They have the right mind state because being rich is a mind state,
Mhm.
and like I think you're rich when you could be rich when you're broke as fuck. And like me, when I get it, it's gonna be. I'm ready for it. I know like what I'm gonna invest in or what direction I'm gonna go. To blah blah blah.
I feel okay.
And I'm
yeah.
from Topeka, and like at the same
Suburban
time,
thought.
I feel like I won't back down in those rooms either. Like I feel like I don't give a fuck, and in a sense, that's gonna help me because I don't really give a fuck.
now what I will say about people from here, maybe the attention will make them not focus on what got them there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of the things that probably is the hardest shit that when you finally do make it. Is this attention gonna stop you from being great at what got you in these rooms?
And I'm talking about being in rooms for like podcasting.
Yeah,
Because for music, I'm clueless as to how you make it in that shit. That's a big old. They have movies
That's
about
a lot
that
of
shit.
work.
But like podcasting in this lane right here is so new that I feel like we got leverage in a sense, and I feel
It's
like
more open.
we're bringing things to the table that like we can talk about at meetings.
Yeah.
Like, so that,
because nobody's really an expert on this shit yet.
yeah,
Maybe a
it's
few
like,
people, but
y'all are just getting into this shit just like we're just getting into it.
There's
So we had
more.
an even playing ground in a sense. It's kind of old, but it's like maybe 10, 12 years old.
your
It's young
perspective
still.
is more heard.
That's still new.
It's
So
like the newest industry, probably.
Yeah, so there's no like,
And it's just now
machines
booming
behind
though.
this, like a bunch of shit. There's still people like trying to figure it out.
Over the last 2-3 years, really over the last 2 years,
We're just
when they brought
warming
the
up.
money in.
Yeah.
That's where you start seeing people like this podcasters getting like generational wealth, like they getting NBA type deals.
And honestly, that all started from the what's the shit called? The interviews, like the radio interviews and shit. People just like, shit, I can sit down and interview people and talk about this same shit on the camera.
This is I like that you said that, because this is the thing with podcasting and shit like that. It starts off like that. I think podcasting is doper than radio because you can be more raw and uncut.
Yeah.
But
District.
everybody thinks that they
You
can
need to
do
sound
this
like
type of
that.
shit, bro, and they can't, because when you get on these cameras and you know the cameras going when you on the mics, a lot of people freeze up, bro,
No, definitely.
because it's hard to like when we first did our first. If you go back and listen to our shit, we're way more comfortable now than we were, and most people will quit before they get this far, because if a motherfucker get 50 views, they look at that like, damn, I only got 50 views, instead of this is a new industry,
50 episodes.
Yeah, and this is a new industry, so
and people don't
everybody's
understand
building.
and people don't understand you could turn a corner at any point with this shit. It takes, like, for music, it's getting rough, it's getting kind of hard, motherfuckers is oversaturated. But like a viral clip can go crazy for your podcast, and then you can level up overnight, literally.
Yeah.
And you can do that with music too, but like I said, there's way too many people who can make music. You can make music on your phone. People are accessing auto-tune and they're putting that shit on SoundCloud, and people are playing that shit for some reason. So like, music is crazy oversaturated. It's nuts.
Spotify, come holler at us.
The worth of this is going to continue to go up, because the value of talking every day is going down. So people are going to need that, because we're humans at the end of the day. Society wants us to talk to each other less. You got an option for delivery now. Leave at the door. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to go to the grocery store anymore. Elon Musk has Neuralink, which if they take it to an extreme, we don't even have to like talk to each other. We could just communicate, because we're all interconnected and shit. And that's real stuff. You can look it up. And so
Google it, bitch.
So podcasting is something that people are gonna fucking need, because like, I don't know, it's just something that's dying to me, especially with COVID still around. People are they're not talking as much. They're not having conversations. They're just on social media. They're on comment threads. They're just on YouTube videos. That's all they're doing. So when you tap into shit like this, you actually get to hear real perspectives and get to listen to people who like talking and rambling still.
I feel like
so the worth is going to continue to go up.
I feel like once people get tired
Another
of the
one.
same music that's getting dropped over and over and over again, podcasts are really going to take off. And if you're not ahead of the curve, you might as well be left behind, because you're gonna get them same type of deals that all these new artists are getting.
But see, I'm gonna be real with you. There is podcasters getting those deals too.
Yeah.
Like but the thing is
But
it's so new, they don't know what deals to give.
It's
Do
so
they?
manscaped.
it's not a like, okay, say a podcasting network or somebody came to you and they like, oh, we'll do a $500,000 deal with y'all for a year. That is more money than I'm assuming all of us making a year, even if we broke everything down, right?
Yeah.
So who could walk away from that for a year to just talk and do what you like to do? So, like, to me, even the people that's taking deals that's not the craziest, it's like, bro, you still getting paid to do shit that you love.
Okay, so let's talk.
1%.
Money's not everything. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's really not, because
It is when it comes to this.
Is money going to take away your freedom? Is money going to take away your family?
What do you mean?
So they give us that deal. Hey, you got to move up here to New York and talk about all this shit. But your girl can't come. The kids can come. None of that.
That's not their business. How can they tell me who can come?
That's why you got to have leverage in it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and money's not $50,000 or what, 500, whatever it is not enough for me to fucking.
But the
you leave your family for a year.
The influence and the brand that you create through making a podcast that's in the top 5%, it's unreal, and you can eat off that for the rest of your life. Not even just off the like the deals and shit. That's cool, but like just imagine the ability to do a podcast, and then you're like, man, I got a hot sauce that I want to launch, and then you get to you get unlimited ads. You could put the hot sauce on your fucking knee, and that
Yeah, you
shit's
can
gonna
brand that
sell.
shit.
You're a brand now because everybody got to brand themselves. So a podcast is just another good way of it, and I think the way music is, that's another common way of just branding yourself. And it's society, like that's the way it's headed. It's weird, like the Black Mirror episode where everybody has social media scores.
Yeah,
That's gonna be real.
it is real.
Jobs when they're gonna start asking for fucking Instagram accounts. How many followers do you have?
Damn.
Like
They asked that. And
you
I'm
got a
never
viral-
been hired.
In
Have you
some
ever had a
jobs,
viral
that's-
video?
That is a job now, especially the
Yeah.
Instagram influencers. People are only making money off of ads from other Instagram accounts.
Shout out to everybody tapping in. I'm still talking about. I'm not interrupting you. I gotta get 10K on YouTube, and then I can get a job to listen to music and make money and just review music all day. But I gotta
subscribers.
Yeah, just gotta have 10K subscribers on YouTube.
Where we at
But
now?
that's an example.
Tap into the live
Yeah,
feed, the live music feed.
4.5 almost. I think no 4 points. I don't know.
Do you got a deadline for that?
No, I'm trying to get it. Well, yeah, I'm trying to get it by the end of the year. I'm back. I want to get back to the YouTube shit next week. I'm tapping in more to my lane type shit.
What do you mean?
You know
when
what
I
he's
go
talking
back,
about,
yeah.
or they're talking about?
Yeah, they're talking about the reaction videos.
And,
I'm still gonna do reaction videos, but I'm gonna do reaction videos to also like comedy,
I want you to react to it.
Basketball, boxing, and try to find my core audience.
But what's your lane though? You see,
My lane is just pop culture, just being politically incorrect. A lot of times when you get to these reviewing music, they're there for the music and they love music.
yeah.
And they don't give a fuck about what jokes you have. They don't give a fuck about you trying to sell your personality. They're like, what do you think of my favorite fucking artist?
Bro, I was
What do you
watching
think
this,
of it?
I
Tell
was
me.
watching this black
That's just
dude
too much for me.
review 80s rock music, and I love 80s rock music. It's just like my favorite genre of music.
Gross.
Chill. And I agree with you. Like I was sitting here listening to the music, like, bro, I love this part of the song. I love when they do this, that, and the third. I love this guitar riff or whatever. And dude's like, man, I never knew this shit was. He was just talking. I was like, I really don't give a fuck about what you're saying. I just want to hear the song. I mean, I like your input because you fuck with the song now, but I could give two fucks if you like the song because I love it.
Yeah.
So I feel what you're saying with that.
Yeah, because the core audience for that shit is like big fans of those people.
Yeah.
So they want to hear it. They're like, and sometimes like I got tapped into like to it a little bit, but I really don't care too much. But like listening to reactions of my favorite artists, I'm like, what do you think of them? Like, what are these people here? What are these people missing? You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to see people, kind of like showing your music to somebody. You're like, you kind of want to hear the reaction, and you get a different perspective
From a random person.
So I get it,
doing
but I don't
reactions.
care enough to be really tapped into that shit.
Bro, I've been doing reactions for a while, and I never even realized it. Every time I'm riding in the car with somebody from like out of town or some shit, I'll play some Topeka music.
Yeah,
and motherfuckers fuck with it. They like, bro, who is this? I'm like, you ain't gonna find it on iTunes. These niggas only put it on YouTube, bro. I've been
And
trying
that's
to
just, and even in that, the fact that you said the nigga ain't gonna find it on iTunes lets you know niggas don't take their music serious enough.
Don't take the right.
bro, I done
avenues.
told. I ain't gonna name drop the homie because
Do it.
Nah, I can't.
Yes,
do
you
that.
have to.
Nah,
Do
he know who
it.
the fuck he is. They all know who they are. I done, bro. Do this, do that, do that. Bro, living in California and just like going to parties and seeing different shit, going to shows. I'm like, bro, everything that's happening out there is simple as fuck. It can happen here in Topeka.
No,
This
It
dude lived
can.
everywhere.
let me explain it. Let me
It
tell
can,
let me
bro.
tell you why I think
When
it's
I
a
was
little
in
different,
Japan, when I was in California,
Like,
Stop hating because I
all right,
traveled and you
so
didn't.
for instance, I'm not gonna say that it
I've
couldn't
been
happen
places. G.
here. I'm not gonna say that it couldn't happen here, but the thing is that the reason why the industries and shit like that's different. For one, nightlife, everything is way more major out there, right?
True.
So when you meet local, well, I don't want to call them local. Some of them don't even be from Cali. They'll move out there. But if you meet like on an underground level of rappers, they still carry themselves like they're major.
Yeah.
Like they still moving around. They still need certain places. They
Bro,
still doing
You
shit
gotta
that makes them
think
look
about it like
rappers.
this. Think about it like this. If you're gonna take your music career serious, where we are, we're driving distance from a lot of big city places where you can go promote yourself.
True.
So all right, you work Monday through Friday. You get off Friday at fucking 2:00 because you work 6 to 2. All right, cool. Hop your ass in the car, shoot over to Kansas City, St. Louis, fucking Denver, Chicago, Dallas. It don't take that long.
All that shit that you named is within 8 hours.
Exactly. So you can shoot down there real quick, have a weekend, do a show, promote, and you can get somewhere. You can go do interviews.
That's a good thing
over here.
about being from the Midwest.
Some of these niggas don't have money.
What if
That's very true.
Yeah,
what
that's
if
the biggest
the
problem.
next What if the next like the future is getting back to that regional shit?
That'd be
What do you mean?
fire.
What do you mean?
That's what
Like-
it seems like.
Like, everything's real regional. Like people have each region
you
has
could
their
be
own
popping.
shit.
You could be popping on the East Coast, and motherfuckers from the West Coast don't really know much about you.
I feel like that
That
would
is how it
I feel
is.
like that would help out a lot of up and coming artists, especially like super underground. Because we all fuck with Topeka music. Everybody here fucks with Topeka music to some degree.
Mm,
To some degree.
I like certain niggas shit.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah,
but
I
they
gotta
fuck with
name-
people.
But I
gotta-
don't
I gotta
fuck with
name
them
the
because they
artist.
from Topeka. I just like they shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying just because they from Topeka you fuck, but it's Topeka.
We don't
music
have a
'cause it's from
sound.
here.
You
True.
can't tie it to.
Definitely
There's no
don't.
sound.
And Eli's supposed to be making a sound for Topeka, but he's on
All these
bullshit.
niggas want to sound like they from Flint now.
You know what the sound should be for the
I got you,
Midwest,
bro.
and I think people should follow his fucking lead. Smino.
Smino.
I think people should. From the Midwest, it should be weird.
Bro, you can.
I,
don't
think people
I
from
don't
the
think
Midwest are weird, bro.
I don't think the Midwest can have a full sound because
I think we
it's-
can.
you
Not
think
the
about-
Midwest.
you
Like
think about
Smino
Detroit and
Grigio.
Chicago, completely different sounds, kind of, sort of.
No,
No,
they
that's
shit
not
is-
similar.
In a way, it's
no,
kind
they
of
shit is
different.
completely different. Like if you listen to niggas from Detroit and niggas from Chicago, they don't even. It's completely different.
It's different. It's
Detroit
different
shit
sounds.
now is like in.
I think Kansas and Missouri would be grouped together.
Yeah, they would.
Bro. Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, like Oklahoma, shit like that.
I don't
We're
have
all the
nobody
same
from
people.
Nebraska rap.
Yeah.
You go to
St.
Iowa,
Louis
Bro,
is
there's
different,
some
though.
Nebraska niggas that's hard.
I was in Iowa, bro, at a Walmart, and I forgot I was in Iowa because I was looking around and it felt so familiar. And I've been to other Walmarts and other places and shit in other states, and you're like, I know I'm not in Topeka,
Yeah.
Kansas right now.
But
I know
there
I
is
can
some
feel
that
it.
look just like the one on 37.
But
Bro.
Iowa,
You didn't know you
motherfucking
were in Iowa?
Nebraska.
You didn't know you were.
No,
in
just when I
Iowa?
was in Walmart, it was there for a minute, and we were just shopping, and I just
you know
it
exactly
was
where
so
to go and
familiar,
shit.
so I felt like I was in. I felt like I was in Iowa.
You knew
I
exactly.
mean, I
where
felt like
to
I was
go.
in Kansas because it was so
Yeah.
everybody was so similar.
You knew the fucking toothpaste was right down aisle 13 and shit.
You might
Well,
have some
all
of the
Walmarts
regional
are the
shit, though.
same though.
Yeah.
Except they have liquor in their Walmarts.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
in
bigger
different.
cities
Missouri,
got
too.
liquor and shit
Yeah,
like
that.
Missouri.
Yeah,
Over,
if
we
you-
get there
if you
like,
did a- if you
whoa,
did a
you
regional
got
thing-
Hennessy at Walmart,
And it's cheaper, too.
If you did a regional thing, the
Whoa.
regions would have to be state-wise because you couldn't do a Midwest sound because the Midwest is so big that
So Central,
you still couldn't do that because
I
you'd
think
have to
we
go
could
by
Shout
state.
out
I
to
think we
Central.
could.
They trying to do it now.
You think-
Everybody's trying to copy.
You think about
Everybody's
it.
trying to copy Michigan style.
Listen,
No,
listen to the California music. LA sound and the Bay sound is different.
Completely.
It's
That's-
That's
so you
big,
can't
though.
you can't
Way
do
different.
a regional sound because different areas have different sounds.
Okay,
And
so
then
not
niggas gonna shit
regional,
on you for biting.
not regional
But
because
that's
the
what would
regions
be
are
the
kind of
regional
weird.
sound.
Yeah,
The regions are kind of weird anyway because we're not like Chicago and shit. They're not in the Midwest. That's
No.
north.
Yeah, it's north as fuck.
but they're in the Midwest. I never understood it.
How?
That is Midwest though. They do.
They're
consider
not
that Midwest.
west at all.
Well, I'm just saying they
So
consider it.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
it's
if,
stupid
if
though. It's
Midwest
east as
people,
shit.
yeah, it is. Yeah, if not Midwest, if Central America
Mhm,
glorified an artist like Smino,
mhm.
Smino, and they kind of did it with Tech, but he don't got that a mainstream appeal. But I think Smino with that vibe and that sound, if artists followed that and followed that creativity and that weirdness, kind of reminds me of how Outkast was back in the day. They just
Yeah,
different from everybody else.
super different.
I feel like Central can do that if they stop being like, oh, like you said earlier, you could drive to
East
Dallas.
Coast.
What if Dallas motherfuckers don't feel you?
And they shit is
That's-
terrible.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
What if-
fine,
or-
but you're still putting your name out there because you know how many motherfuckers from here go to Dallas
But if
every week.
everybody champion a certain sound,
Yeah,
it would after a while, like
that's
would
how
be-
you get a sound.
like when I went to Seattle, everybody was bumping that Bay type shit,
Yeah,
and my homie was putting me on the shit, an artist that I've never heard of before, and they were serious about that. I was like, have you heard of, this was a couple years ago, I was like, have you heard of The Baby? You're like, no, I haven't got to hear The Baby yet. And this is when he was popping. And these are people that just listening to their own sound. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's a lifestyle that they portray.
bro. And
Now, when we're in Kansas,
Yeah.
and if you're a Kansas artist and you're trying to act
That's what I'm
like
yeah,
a West Coast artist, it's never gonna work
It
because
doesn't work.
everybody there is gonna be like, I don't identify with that. You can sound as West Coast as you want, but if I want some West Coast shit, I'm gonna go to a West Coast
Yeah.
I
artist.
feel like you're digging
who's
on
authentic.
somebody.
You can tell it's a replica.
No, but I'm
Oh no, I feel that way about Fuelo, and sometimes I feel that way about Chucho a little bit, but I still respect Chucho because it's like it gives me the
Not Fuelo, though?
Hispanic. It gives me the Hispanic vibes that
I feel like Hispanics really don't have their own lane yet, and they need to.
Mhm.
I think that is their lane. They're
Fuelo
kinda
though,
leaning
no, I
into-
don't connect too much with that music because he is like pandering to the West Coast a little bit.
That's where he's from, though.
He's from here. I went to the Boys and Girls Club with him.
You hooped him up.
I started rapping at the same time with him.
Hoop him up,
Clinch, he's from Atlanta. He's more from Atlanta than Fuelo's from the West Coast. Where do you go to?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I like Fuelo, but
I like
I'm just saying, like, if too many people try to, I don't give. Music is subjective.
Oh
I'll tell him this to his face. I'm not a fan of your music. I'm not a fan of a lot of people's music.
But that's how you got to be real.
I think my cousin Seuss is one of the best rappers I've ever heard. Am I going around listening to him? I tell him this. I'm not going around.
He says you suck, bro.
No, but it's not my cup of tea. I'll listen to what I like listening to. I have music appreciation.
And shout out for Seuss for taking a picture.
I can't ride around this TV. I just can't do it. I respect because you dope as fuck. I respect it. I'll listen to it, give you your views and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna ride around in the car listening to.
And I'll tell people about it.
I can't do it.
If I'm ever like, no, 100%. I don't even feel like I'm not offended because I don't the same
way. Do you guys listen to your own music?
I listen to it in the sense of working on it.
Yeah.
Like, and then once it's done, I'm done with it. I'm like, all right.
I fuck with that though, because like he just said that about you, so and you didn't take offense to that. So
that's how it should be.
But I feel like if he would have, then you shouldn't be able to critique nobody else's music. Yeah. Like the fact that you don't get offended if somebody say like Deja Vu, I actually fuck with that because I got to download it. If I wouldn't have, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, definitely.
No. I'm not downloading it because we cool.
Yeah.
And it's not making a playlist.
If you're dope, you really got bars and shit. I fucks with it, but I cannot. It's just not my style of music. I can't sit there.
Like even Smino, like even Smino.
Bars.
I think y'all sent something to the group chat one time, and I checked it out. He's dope, but he's not for me.
Yeah.
So if I rapped, I would never want to do that sound because that's not something like for me. I connect more with street music.
Not so much being just like Smino, but in the sense of getting out of a pocket and trying to
that creativity.
Yeah, being creative, and then we might figure out a sound. Smino might not be the one. That was just my example.
No, I get.
But somebody has to be like, I'm gonna do my own thing because Smino sounds like nobody.
True.
He sounds like he's one of the ones that you can't pinpoint where he's from
right away.
You can't pinpoint where he's from.
I still don't know where he's from.
But too many of us is like, man, I gotta sound like them. I gotta sound like New York. New York's popping now, so I gotta be a New York
He don't even sound like St. Louis.
He says like her and their and shit.
Okay.
Who?
Smino. I was like, but if you listen to St. Louis rappers, his sound is not like their sound.
Yeah,
he has his own shit.
The closest person it would probably be like JID or like Earth Gang.
But they're from Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I
feel
feel like
the closest thing to his sound that I've heard.
And I feel like they're a new JID. He's a new wave of Atlanta. He's not like the trap Atlanta because that's what everybody was going for. 3 years ago, it's like I need to sound like I'm from Atlanta. I need to move to Atlanta.
Okay, so
you're not from Atlanta.
Well, let me
talk about the shit from down the street, bro. Talk about your life. Talk about the store that you're from. Like name drop that shit. People love Nipsey Hussle so much, and he was big because he was repping a place. And now you can go and you can see where the fuck he was from. So and there's culture within his music.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
People don't got no fucking culture. They're just trying to chase something.
So let me ask you this. What if you spend like a lot of time in a place you're not from there? Like, yeah, you could be from Topeka. But what if you spend a lot of time in Atlanta, or you spend a lot of time in North Carolina or New York, and you connect with that?
How many years do you think is acceptable?
I think it depends on how long you're out there and how often you fuck with it, right?
Day,
so like for instance, say I go to LA, right? If I'm in LA, if I go to LA a couple times a year and I'm out there for a couple weeks at a time, like I'm gonna get attached to a lot of this shit because this is like, you got cousins, family out here.
Yo, that's cool though. That's 100% cool. And do that. But like, I'm talking about if we want to have a sound, somebody's gonna have to sacrifice.
You're right.
And then the consumers are gonna have to sacrifice.
Let's just think about people we know personally. Who are the biggest people we know personally right now that could give us a sound? The biggest people I know here would be T-Rail, Busy, and Seuss probably that are big enough to actually. Yeah,
I feel like Stick Figure is probably the closest.
He's pretty.
They're all. Can
I be rude, though?
They're all by somebody else's sound,
but none of them are Topeka, bro.
I'm just saying
Topeka's grimy and street.
I'm just saying that if we wanted a sound, it would have to be from one of them who are big.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't want to name because that's my bro. So I was gonna say like I'm only saying that because of that. But I'm gonna be real with you. Like a lot of us, like most of the people I know, I don't want to say everybody, but most of the people I know connect with the streets.
Yeah.
So it'd be hard for Seuss to represent us because I've never felt like him. Like,
but he is he's from the streets.
Definitely.
He's from the same place I am. But he speaks it differently. And that's the
That's
thing.
how
like,
all of it's gonna be.
You
no
really
matter
gotta,
what.
you really gotta listen to him because if you know him,
Bro,
yeah,
he's one of the best rappers from here. But I'm saying we aren't like, and
my
I'm
nigga,
giving
he's a
his,
felon, bro.
and I'm giving his
on.
props.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying
He
like
went out here trying to get diapers for his baby, or it robbed the quick shop. You know what I'm saying? So he's street, and he is what you're saying.
Damn, so
I
that
think
was his mugshot.
But it's just, I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
it was a long time ago.
I'm trying to say this, what I don't want to dampen Kasusa's fire, bro. But I'm saying like even like how you said we're busy in them, right? They don't represent where I come from.
you're right. But I'm talking about
That's how
as
it's
far
gonna
as
be no
making
matter
a
what.
sound.
Right. But
As far as making a sound though,
that
they're-
music's not good enough for a sound, bro. I hate to say it like that. That shit's not good to me.
I just feel like since they have
To
the
you.
fan base and the
I
following,
said to me.
they-
Who else did I say?
they
for?
could make
That's what I'm
a
saying.
sound.
I didn't say nobody else liked it. I said
So
I
how
don't.
does a sound get created, established? Because I feel like it's always been an era thing. It was like, you know, the East Coast had their shit for a long time. You obviously have the Bay, and you know what I mean. That sound sticks around, and like Chicago drill shit.
Okay, it's like it's got to be a culture.
So it's an era thing.
Nobody
gotta
really
live-
has a sound no more because everybody's biting drill.
Well, that's
why
people
New
have to
York's new
live.
sound
People
is
have
Everybody
to live a
drill.
bites
certain way.
everything.
No, but what I'm saying is New York's new sound is drill music. That's
Yep.
from Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke
London
made that.
shit.
Yeah.
UK drill. It's still derived from Chicago
Yeah.
shit. So like people, I mean, you can borrow a sound from somebody else. You just got to do it a little better and put your own twist on it.
So does
Yeah, no, but
establishing
New
a
York-
sound from
that's
where you
not New
are
York
really that
sound, though.
important?
Yes, it is, bro.
No, New York sound is always going to be, and it's forever
Boom
gonna
bap
be
is-
boom bap, and
But
nobody's
who-
gonna.
who
Drill's
they
not gonna
die.
out.
But-
It's not gonna outlive that.
Okay, so who's doing boom bap? That's lit right now.
I'm not saying that, but that's New York sound.
It used to be.
Chicago is drill. I mean, Chicago has drill.
But-
I
West
mean,
Coast has
Griselda.
G-Funk.
G-Funk,
Yeah, but Griselda's Buffalo though.
hyphy.
Yeah, but that's still
They're not. They don't like.
but that's still New York style shit.
and Griselda's
It's
not
still
lit, bro.
some grimy shit like that.
If I'm
Like
being
the
real with you,
Alchemist, they got shit by the Alchemist, and fucking,
not
and he
lit.
produced fucking Shook Ones, and that's the most New York shit you could get.
I agree. They're not lit. They're like, you know how the dinosaurs got extinct, and there's certain animals that like got left over.
that's them. And they,
That's them.
Now, and don't
When
get
it
me
comes
wrong.
to hip-hop.
Like Benny the Butcher's fire to me, bro. Like I fuck with Benny tough because he be on like surfing them's projects, like a lot of younger artists I fuck with. So that's even how I found out about him. Conway and the rest of them, I don't know a lot about them. Like Westside Gun, I ain't listened to a lot of they shit. But with Benny's fire. But I think like Buffalo and New York is two different things. So like,
That's crazy how
But
one
it's still
state can
East
have two
Coast
different.
shit.
yeah, like they kind of got their own shit.
Yeah,
Like
because in bigger areas like that, a different city is complete. Like Kansas
Okay.
City music and St. Louis music is not the same.
I know.
Yeah, it's not.
I know the reason. It's because we don't see each other. I'm just saying. I know the reason. We
Yeah.
don't see each other like
Tell us your
people
truth.
in New York see each other, and people in LA see each other. So we can go a couple days without seeing people. People in New York, they can't
Yeah,
go days without seeing each other. So their culture rubs off on each other way more than the Midwest.
That's true.
The
That's true.
Midwest would do.
Yeah, so
So
we all
it's-
live our own experiences, and
'Cause
we
we're
all
all-
have our own shit.
We're like a melting pot of
Yeah.
like everything. So
But that's kind of why they like that too, though. Like, or like if you go to New York and shit like that, right? Or even LA, it's so many mixed cultures, bro.
Mhm.
You're never gonna just get one thing over there, bro.
Yeah,
Like you will literally be in New York and you can be in Times Square, bro. You'll walk into a place, you'll see a dude, he just looks white. You be like, "What's up, bro?"
You
And
don't
he
hear
start
any
talking to you in
English.
German.
yeah,
That's how it was for me. That was my experience.
me too.
that happened to me in Japan.
Now,
Eli,
I think
we need doers.
Let's
though.
go to
All right,
Japan.
I'm
bro.
gonna use the podcast as an example.
Use it,
Be the
bro.
podcast. We launched it. We started going hard.
Shout out Raw
We
District.
seen some ones that look like the podcast pop up
Who?
immediately in the city.
Who?
I'm not gonna say, but like just
Oh.
there was a bunch of them, and I'm not hating on them. That's just the way it is.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
seen
here to knock
podcast. I'm a motherfucking podcast.
No,
nerd,
I don't
so
know, so I wouldn't know.
I got the idea from motherfuckers from LA. So this is not my fucking idea, but it's just an example that like we did this, and some other ones started to look like it, and then like that's building culture. So now there's a culture in Topeka that's established that there's podcasts going on around here that wasn't here before. And like we got to do more of that shit. So in music,
Another one.
yeah, dropping facts today, young gems.
That's
we got to
real shit,
do
bro.
more of that. Musicians got to do more of that shit. And I think your boy Taylor, he would be a good one.
Yeah, it tastes fire.
He's tapped into like the younger vibe and the millennial vibe a little. You know what I'm saying?
more recklessness.
Yeah, he's like he's right there in the middle. Got energy. He's hosting the milk crate challenge. So he's tapped in. He's really trying to build culture around here. So if he pops off whatever sound he goes with, he's been in the community. He's really been out here. He's really hanging out with people. He's really doing shit. So his sound might pop off.
True.
It can be whoever is really representing the fucking town or the area, the state you're from.
Can I ask
That's
something
what it's
real
gonna
quick?
be.
Is it gonna be the artist that makes it?
It's gonna be the Raw District podcast.
Or is it
You
gonna-
heard it
or
here
is it gonna
first.
be,
Raw District podcast.
Or they're gonna be
It's
the
T-Rel.
producers?
The producers.
Because the producers
sure.
are the ones who are making the sound. So Eli, are you gonna make it to Topeka sound or not? Why are you being a fucking bum over there? Make it
I
sound.
know,
likes-
I am being a bum.
he likes boom bap too much.
My shit. I mean,
Really?
I really do make other shit though too. I just don't.
Are
put
you
it
really a
out.
boom bap type of
But
guy?
it's not your boom bap shit. Your
It's
boom
not
shop-
even boom bap though. It's different.
But are you a boom bap type of guy?
Yes,
I need
he
to know.
is.
type of guy? Yeah, but I've been listening to
Disgusting.
more shit lately. More like not even like in the rap hip hop realm, like blues.
I think
and shit.
I really think a lot of hip hop people, I don't want to say artists because it's everybody, they need to get out of hip hop for a while just to realize where hip hop came from.
That's where I've been.
Because hip hop originated from blues, jazz, rock and roll.
That's where I'm at
all
right
that
now.
good shit.
Like
And then
bluegrass and blues
it
and shit.
came to what it is today.
Jazz
Well, see, I think
You sure it's not dance?
started.
If you-
Hip hop
if you
started in
think-
disco.
So let's talk about popular music because that's what it is, pop music.
Mhm.
So the popular music in the 40s and 50s and shit was jazz and shit. And then you had the fucking Motown era and shit in the 60s. And you had disco in the 70s.
The disco started hip hop.
And then if you want to talk about different
It started
big
sampling
name
shit.
black people, because it's black
So
culture.
you're saying hip hop is founded on gay roots?
Wow.
That's why hip hop hates gay people so much.
Word.
Think
I
about
don't-
it like this,
talk-
bro.
What's your
Preston, the gay man, said we're right.
That's true.
oh, y'all said what?
Think about it like this.
Let's get a percentage and everybody tapping into this too. What percentage of the music industry do you think is homosexual?
Bro, think about it like this, bro. The
Real question.
The Godfather
I
of
don't
rock
know,
and
bro,
roll
but I love Sam
is
Smith.
Little Richard, bro.
Little Richard, homosexual.
Almost, but he was
Michael Jackson,
he was-
arguably a homosexual.
chill.
Arguably,
Bro, I got phased with all three of y'all today, so chill, man. I'm gonna be tired.
Arguably homosexual.
But no, so you got Little Richard, who is the king of rock and roll. He started the
Clay
shit.
Aiken,
And then it's popular music, so a lot of people wanted to do rock and roll.
Drake.
And look where rock and roll is now.
Mm-hmm.
The white people took it over, and they
Fucked
made
it
it.
up.
They made it that I wouldn't say that, but
It all started with Elvis.
Fucked it up.
They got some good
They got
Elvis
some
joints,
fucking
man.
bum.
bro, if
Elvis
I could play you
ruined
some rock music, you like, bro, I fuck with.
No, I like rock music, bro.
I'm gonna send you a song, bro. I
Not-
need
not-
y'all to
not
listen
the
to
banging on
it.
the
Bro, I
drum
heard this. I heard this
I
song,
listen
and
to,
it's
like,
the
the
blackest
phrase.
song I've ever heard.
What
in
was-
a group of white music?
Was
Praise
Prince
chill, bro.
Was
I fuck
Prince
Kings of Leon.
homosexual?
Ooh, I love Kings of Leon.
I don't think so. No,
Was he bisexual?
Who?
And I like the script.
Who?
he was okay with his
Never heard of
sexuality.
Fire.
Are we sure that Prince wasn't having sexual?
I am not
relations
100%
with
sure.
me?
Prince was
Yeah, I can't
fluid,
just
bro.
jump out there and say he wasn't, but I don't believe Prince was.
I don't
I
think
don't know,
he
I
was.
just get a feeling
I-
every
I
time I,
really-
see him. It's like,
I really feel like
Prince
he was
was
manly
fluid.
as fuck. He just found an image and stuck with it, and it sold like a motherfucker.
so
I
he just
think-
kept going
I
with
think
it.
he loved bitches so much he just wanted to be one.
Oh,
that could be it.
Eli might have found.
He might have been. He might have been like the
Science.
first transgender that never really got switched over.
Huh.
I'm not gonna let y'all speak down on Prince like that,
Have that
especially a
mic,
white
bro.
man doing it.
Bro, y'all was talking about fucking Mike.
Fuck Mike. Nigga.
What's the
Well, fuck
percentage?
Prince.
What's the percentage? That was the question. What's the percentage y'all think, man? I'm
I don't
gonna
think-
go.
Thank you, bro.
I'm gonna go.
You're welcome, sir.
You better not
percentage
say no
of
damn
the-
60.
I'm gonna go 60, bro.
Drew's tripping,
60?
bro.
I think 60.
I think
60% of the music industry is
guess.
gay.
Yeah,
I definitely don't believe that.
and that's including
I
like the
believe
people
that.
behind the scenes.
I'm about to say, are you talking like the A&Rs and all of that?
All the makeup people
the label
and-
mates and shit.
Makeup.
Maybe
music
people ain't
industry.
considered in the industry. are they?
60%.
Yeah, they are.
Because you got to think,
makeup people and like designers.
how many people do you
in the
know in
industry.
the music industry?
Doing
All you know
shows and
is
shit.
the artist and the producer. You don't even know all the producers, right? So you know a very
100.
small percentage of the music industry. You may know a label head, like, okay, I started fucking Russ. I started Def Jam. Cool. You know him.
Gay.
You don't know anybody else on Def Jam, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
60%
this-
might. Nah,
I'll say like 30, maybe.
60.
I'll say about
50, 30.
40%.
I'm gonna say
about 40%.
65.
Maybe about 40. I feel like it's high. 'Cause I feel like the like the movie business, like movie and TV and shit. That the gay percentage in that shit is ridiculous through the roof. So I mean, yeah, I feel like 40%.
40.
Yeah,
I'm going
Damn,
60.
man.
65.
You going 30? You going 65?
Hey, Google it. See if it comes
You know
up.
something, bro?
Because I don't even know how many people are gay.
You know,
I mean,
They don't know.
based off tabloids and shit.
Based off people who say it out loud.
one thing I don't really like having the Topeka artist conversation.
Oh yeah.
Because
So you bring it up again if you don't like it.
I mean, we're talking about it.
Just kidding, bro.
But,
I feel like we need to talk about it
but
more.
my thing is though, is then you end up having to like come off like you shitting on somebody, bro.
Let's catch the people up because we were. If anybody's just now tuning in, we were talking about Topeka people. We were, and if you just now tapped,
I was
in,
trying to get off
we were
that last
talking about
subject.
the music industry being homosexual.
And I was trying to move past that.
The it's just
What are you gonna
truth.
say though? Then
It's just truth, bro. Even the entertainment, the movie
But-
industry, that's even worse.
But my thing,
And I'm not even saying. I don't even want to say worse
statement
because that's
on
not
it.
even a worse thing. Like it's just a real thing.
I think people are putting.
worse as in
Like it's more.
It's more.
It's increased.
I think
Yeah.
people are. But how will we really know?
You know, you can look. The most of the people are from theater.
That doesn't
Like-
make you gay because you're in theater though.
A high percentage of people from
yeah,
theater
but
were
a lot of people in theater.
So being in theater, that means you gotta sleep
No,
with men.
for
It
some
doesn't- it
reason.
doesn't,
For
but-
some reason, acting, being on camera, gay people gravitate to it. You can see it.
it's theatrics.
Unless they're just being open about it, you know,
I
and
don't-
a lot of people
I
are
don't know if
hiding
I
this
agree
shit.
with y'all on this one, but I respect it.
You don't think the industry is?
No, I think there's
everywhere.
gay people in every
See, my thing
industry,
was-
but I don't know. I can't really put a percent on it because you don't really know.
Facts,
Like there's people that probably is that would never say that.
bro.
So it's hard to like, you know what I mean? That's my only
Richard,
kind of
Richard Pryor. That's another one.
Old dude,
But Richard was kind of open. He was more so open though.
old dude
I'm
that
just saying, it just
who was that? The
because
first
he's
black,
open about it.
the first
Was he?
openly black, the
Yeah,
first openly
kind of.
gay player that got drafted in the NFL a couple years ago. The big black dude.
Yeah,
Michael Sam.
Michael
Yeah,
Sam.
dude, he never did shit in the NFL. But anyways, there's interviews
Because he's
of
gay.
like people like Howie Long,
Just
like
kidding.
people from like the 80s and 70s talking about, oh yeah, so and so was gay, so and so was gay, but they never came out. So you really don't know how many are around you.
That's all I
Yeah,
was saying.
and that's
You
what-
never really put a percentage on it.
You can't, but
it's
you
hard
can
to know.
assume that it's way more than you think. Because like, if you just look at statistics, like there's transgender and there's gay categories on porn sites. Those
They're popping
motherfuckers,
too.
those motherfuckers are getting
So
numbers.
you watching them shit.
They're getting numbers for a reason. It's because there's people out
I'm
there
not- I'm
and
not
they're
nasty.
closeted, and you got to assume that there's a lot of motherfuckers in the industry doing that because it just you can see it out loud already.
I just feel like in that type of lifestyle,
There's
when
nothing
you're,
wrong
when you're
with it.
moving all the time and you got all the drugs and alcohol, like I feel like people get taken advantage of sometimes.
Drug induced homosexuality.
And then-
So you think drugs
listen,
Nah, bro, them
listen,
niggas
listen,
is just.
just listen. I feel like there are people who get taken advantage of in some aspects, and then they're so
Like I might like this.
like they've always had
That's a
like
choice,
that
though.
thought of some shit.
That's a choice.
Yeah,
So I don't even think that's taken advantage of.
You're
Ah,
I
definitely
think
you
you
gotta
just got on
try
some
it.
drugs and wanted to try some shit you wanted to try.
I feel like it happens way
Yeah.
more than we think, though.
It does.
But
Like,
that's
what
a
would you
choice,
do?
though.
What would you do if your favorite rapper came out as gay?
I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
But would that make you like listen to the music a little different or
No,
something?
because I listen to certain Frank Ocean songs and
first
he's
couple
gay.
Fire.
I don't-
Nigga, that nigga's
it would
fire.
make you feel different.
That
but
motherfucker's
it-
fire.
different isn't always bad.
I'm
It's
not gonna
not
lie.
a negative
After
thing.
I found out Tyler the Creator was like bisexual or whatever, is he bisexual or gay?
I've been
Nobody-
kissing white boys.
He
since
is not.
03.
He's fucking with people. He don't.
Pretty sure
You don't
he's
know
gay.
what he is.
He came out and said it though, didn't
He
he?
just said it though, bro.
Pretty
Tyler,
sure
you
he's
can't take
bi.
what Tyler said.
But I'm not. After I heard him say that, I was
This whole
like,
album
bro, I
is
can
about,
understand your
female.
music a little bit more. I'm like, that's why you're so
album's good.
unorthodox because you're just free.
I
You
like
know what I'm saying? And I appreciate his music a lot more now.
Gangsta
I'm gonna be real with you, and this is I'm just being real. No, when I listen to music, I don't think
Tyler's gay,
when I listen,
homosexual.
when I listen to
Put that on
music,
the stream.
Tyler's
I
not
don't,
gay. Tyler the Creator. I don't believe it,
I
bro.
think he is, bro.
He might be bisexual. I don't think.
I think
gay.
he's bi, but I appreciate the music a lot
I
more
think
because
Tyler out
now
here fucking
he's that's like
Yeah,
the one
I
thing
think
that
he's
everybody keeps
pansexual.
for themselves is their sexuality and shit. So once you get rid of that and you're out and open, everything else in life is easier.
bro, I don't. And maybe
Yeah,
it's
for
just
sure.
me, bro. When I listen to music, I don't listen to the music and think about what their thoughts are or who they're saying it to. Like I'm like you
How
ever
it
listen to
relates to
music?
You put yourself
yeah,
in
like,
it.
Yeah. So if I'm listening to it and I like the song,
Yeah.
I just like listen to it from that perspective, even if it's a woman's song.
Yeah.
It's like Aaliyah makes music that, like, to me, I felt like when she was alive, I felt like she made music that men could listen to. She's not talking about
What if
fucking.
that's
Bro, I
because
was
that's
just
because R.
smoking-
Kelly wrote it.
That's
You might, no, but he didn't write everything. Timberland wrote it.
I was just
Static
Yeah.
Major,
Missy had some shit
Yeah.
on there, yeah.
But like,
I was vibing out to some Aaliyah the other day, and I was smoking and had my legs crossed, and I was like, "Damn, this is crazy. I'm really out here vibing to Aaliyah. She's universal.
yeah, like, bro, like
Universal.
almost
So you
like
love
even
R.
with,
Kelly.
I would never do that with Beyonce, and that might come back to haunt me. But I would never listen to Beyonce and smoke a blunt and enjoy myself.
yeah,
I'm sure there's a few songs.
No, there might be
yeah,
a few
Solange.
songs. Solange is great. There might be a few songs, of course.
Underrated.
A broken clock is right twice a day, but I wouldn't. Every Aaliyah joint is fucking fire, and it's a vibe that you like. Man, this is hard. Beyonce,
It's a
like,
vibe.
man,
like
like
even some of the female rappers, like when people are like, oh, you listen to the female rappers,
Nicki
fuck no.
Minaj, well, she's talking about her pussy the whole fucking
And she talking about,
song.
like,
Make
oh,
the
it's just
fee
shit
is
that
my
I can't
pussy,
connect with.
yeah.
Bro,
You
okay,
get
let me
goosebumps from that
let me
shit?
ask you this. Let me ask you this.
For real?
Did you listen to Cardi B's album when
Yeah,
it
I
dropped?
did. I didn't listen to it again afterwards.
No,
listened
I
because I'm a
waited
fan
for
of
the
music.
I waited for the hits to come out. Like, and hey, I like the beats, and sometimes the flows are hard.
I
but,
really feel like
I'm not about to put that in the playlist.
I got into a couple Facebook
probably just
debates
'cause you
over
don't
that
relate
album
to it.
because I'm like I don't
Exactly
agree
why.
that she should have won album of the year over Nipsey because it just wasn't as good as Nipsey's album.
Yeah,
who
it
else
was
was
successful.
But
Who
at the
else was
same
up there?
time,
It was more successful than Nip's album.
Who else was up?
because of the
against
hype
them?
behind her.
No. Cardi's like, bro, she's just a bigger artist than Nip was.
Definitely.
So I think that
That's
her
what-
album, but that means that just because like sometimes people will kind of downplay people's music by saying it's hype. It's hype because people fuck with this shit.
But I'm saying you listen to how many females only like every time you look at a female Snapchat or some shit, they only playing this R&B shit. Once Cardi came out, motherfuckers the females were fucking with her.
City
And
Girls
if you
and
listen,
shit.
if you listen to the albums from
Body,
like a
yaddy,
female's
yaddy, yaddy,
perspective,
yaddy, yaddy.
to like you think about, I done dogged the bitch out before. I done did this, I done did that. If
Body
you
waiting for
listen
Kirby
to the
Crazy.
albums from a female's perspective, the shit is amazing. Cause you got to think how did I make that girl feel in '98?
So you're putting yourself in the female shoes.
Damn, you was
I feel
bagging
like you have
bitches,
to.
bagging bitches in '98, bro.
I don't want to put myself in that perspective.
I'm just
I don't wanna
saying.
do all
I'm
that.
just
I
saying
just
to,
wanna-
I
to
just want to
under,
listen to your shit.
I just want to relate
but,
right away.
but you're gonna say it's trash.
Like I don't want to listen to Cardi rap my fucking Offset.
I'm quick.
No, I got it. But think about it.
Yaddy,
Let-
yaddy,
I don't
yaddy.
want to wish this
You know
on
what
you.
I'm saying? I don't need to know how big Offset's dick is. I don't need to listen
True.
to this shit.
Listen, I don't want to put this on you, bro.
Okay,
I don't wanna
it's
put
8
this on
inches.
you.
We know
Damn,
we know
it's a
Offset
big
has
Mack
8
truck.
inch dick
I don't want
now
to put this on
because
you.
we listen to Cardi
But
B.
imagine, I don't
Big
want to put
Mack
this on you.
truck
But
dick.
if your
I
girl,
listen to that shit.
like you did something to your girl somewhere, she did something and y'all broke up and shit, and she's playing that shit, you know why? Because the shit it resonates. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I told everybody when I listened to that song, her song Through the Phone, I was like, nigga, if you going out tonight and she's playing this, just stay home.
Getting cheated on.
So you was feeling like you was in Cardi's shoes. You
Bro.
had your bonnet on at the house.
Bro, nigga, I was dealing with a young lady at the time too. And I was like, yeah, this
How
this ain't-
young?
There is a topic. Yeah, how young?
Fucked
How
up.
young?
No, I'm saying we
fine.
just talking about our
Yeah,
cat.
Bro, she
Gonna
was
get you.
what was I? I was 25. She was like 24, 25. She was like a
Oh,
month.
okay, yeah.
Actually, she was a month older than me. So yeah, she's 25 still.
Cougar, huh?
So you called her right? We'll get back to
But
that.
I
We'll
but
get
I,
back to that.
I did some grimy shit, and I know I did. And then I heard
Allegedly.
that album, I was like, fuck, I really fucked up.
So, a Cardi album.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Cardi,
y'all. Cardi
I did
out
say no. Niggas got mad at me. I said Cardi B was
Cardi,
the best female
Yardy,
since
Yardy,
Lauryn Hill.
Yardy.
Motherfuckers was pissed.
the
Shut
best at
up.
what?
Everything.
She's a good performer.
I think she's good at
She's
making
not a-
people connect to her.
She's not a rapper. I put Meg Thee Stallion over her because Meg Thee Stallion be out here.
Meg is a lot better rapper.
Nobody can.
She
Yeah,
writes her
but
shit. And
Who
Meg
cares
is a
if you
lot
still-
better
she's just
rapper than
popping.
Cardi.
but her music's not better, and she don't have as many hits.
Meg Thee Stallion's
We
music's not better
we can go hit for hit. Cardi has way more hits.
because she's
Facts.
been around longer.
They've been around about the same.
Nah,
Cardi's had
Cardi had a trampoline from Love and Hip Hop, so she's been around.
you really believe that?
Yeah,
She did. That's why
we
she
just
blew
heard
up
of
like
Meg Thee
crazy,
Stallion for the
bro.
first time.
bro.
like,
That's
a couple
why
years
Cardi
ago.
blew up, bro. Because
No,
of
it's
the
not.
fucking
She blew up because of Instagram, bro. Love and Hip Hop ain't blew nobody's career up.
bro.
We
Listen,
heard of
but
her.
Cardi,
I knew who
Cardi
Cardi
got,
B was.
But
Cardi
you didn't know
got
her
on-
music.
Cardi
You
got
just
on
knew
the
ratchet
show.
shit on Love and Hip Hop.
But that's
Bro,
the reason
Cardi
I
got
listened.
on
I
the
was like,
show
she's
because of
rapping
the
now?
strip
And I
club and
listened.
shit. She got on the show and all that shit because of the strip club. So people from New York knew her because of the strip club.
She was
Then
already
she-
lit on Instagram before that
Then
show,
she got
bro.
then Instagram
That's
hits.
what I'm
She's
saying.
still doing the same shit. Then she got on
Take
fucking Love
your
and Hip Hop.
turns.
Like it's fuck. She got elevated because of all the wild shit she was doing, and
But-
then she started like, I'm gonna start doing music and shit, and her shit hit.
So y'all really and see that's the thing with rapping too. Writing your own music and being able to rap doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't make you better. I mean, yeah, you can say, "Oh, I'm a better rapper." What
It
good
makes-
has that ever done anybody?
It makes you better, but
No.
it
Get you
because
a deeper fan
if you put Cardi B in a studio,
I think so.
if you put Cardi B in a studio and you put Meg Thee Stallion in the studio and you got a producer, you play a beat and you said, all right, let's see who makes the hit.
I feel like we would
Maybe
only
Cardi
get
B.
that.
Nah, Cardi B don't write.
I feel like we would
We
only
don't know
get that.
We don't know at what
could
level
probably
this
write
was.
She was
bro.
trying to write in her Love and Hip Hop days, but it didn't work. And people
Yes, it did.
And what song from
Bro,
back
her
then?
first mixtape was on Billboard, bro.
The mixtape was fire.
When
That Gangsta Bitch was
that was
Gangsta
before
Bitch
she
Volume
was.
One?
Yep.
That was
Yeah,
before she was on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, I believe that was before Love and
It
Hip
was
Hop.
either right before she got on or like
it was like-
around the same time.
I
She was
stand
on
corrected. Did she write it?
Nah, I can't say that.
All right.
But we don't know if Meg writes all her shit because Meg's boyfriend is Cardi's ghostwriter.
there. True.
So
Yeah, good.
you know what I mean? Like
The only way I feel like we
only
would get
people I know
that
that writes
fade
that
out.
shit is Nicki.
So
The only way we would get
so
that debate out, bro.
Nicki runs it.
Yeah, because Nicki. I mean, we going off of writing, we have to go Nicki.
Nicki is
Probably
Yeah,
Nicki.
yeah.
Recent times, yeah.
even now. She still makes better music.
Even to the old shit, bro.
Yeah,
Them old
right.
females want
Love,
fucking with Nicki, bro.
baby.
Rapping wise, them old females want fucking with Nicki, bro. And I don't even like Nicki. I like these music debates.
She was on Wayne's level, Wayne and Drake for a little bit.
Hold on.
Be-
Nicki,
because-
the only
because-
reason she's not still popping is because of it's just the same reason rappers die off, male rappers. It's because
Somebody
the
new
young
came
people
along.
do not want to hear from Nicki
Yeah, they're
Minaj. She's
making
starting
the
to look
same
like an
shit.
aunt.
Yeah.
She's getting
37.
older. She's getting older.
Bro,
so
I'ma tell
she
you
doesn't
this.
have the
But she
wave
speaks
no
to
more.
who
I'm gonna
she
tell y'all
speaks
this on
to.
the I'm gonna tell you this on the Cardi Meg debate. The only way we'll figure out who's the better rapper is when they do a song together again, and it's not about pussy.
And they're never gonna do that.
If they're talking about
Bro, do you know what that song did for them?
Eat up.
amazing, it was an
They have to
amazing
keep doing
song,
shit like that.
bro. It was an amazing song
I
from a
wouldn't say amazing.
female's perspective. It was an amazing song.
Listen,
Every female knows all the words to that song.
if bitches is getting more freakier off some music, man, I'm all for it. I'm here for it. Keep making that type of music.
I'm gonna do it like the music video.
Yeah, exactly. I need that. I need that at the crib.
Y'all could have kept Kylie Jenner out
I
of
wanna
it, but
try
it was
it.
cool.
Man, Kylie,
Hey, calm down,
Listen,
bro. College care about the black community.
Kendall, man,
Yeah, she's about to have a black
that's the
kid.
best. That's the best looking one to me.
Kendall,
Who?
that's
Kendall.
the
You're
model,
bugging.
ain't it?
Yeah, she's the
Yeah,
one.
she's the best one.
She's cool, but
Man, come on. The other ones are
She's like
fake.
the only one original, like original
Courtney-
body and
Courtney
everything.
ain't-
Yeah,
Oh, that's the
Courtney's
oldest
cool.
one too,
Courtney's
huh?
Cool. I'm not gonna lie. That was my before Kendall grew up.
I can-
That's
Facts.
Courtney was my.
Bro,
I was
my,
like, man,
my,
that's like the baby. She's like just a baby mama, bro. Like,
my roommate in California used
She
to
look
watch that
normal.
Keeping Up with
She
the
look
Kardashian
familiar.
shits, and I never knew who the fuck
Mm.
who was. I'm like, bro, that chick is bad. She's like, yeah, that's the oldest one, but she got like a lot of weirdo intentions that I just couldn't fuck with. Like,
care about this bitch intention. She look good, bro.
she do. I can knock her down, but I can't go on
I'm
a
just
date with her
trying to
because
fuck
she's like a
Chloe
vegan or
is
some shit. Like, I
and
can't go
Chloe
to a
is
vegan
O.J.
restaurant.
Simpson's daughter, so she's not technically a Kardashian.
Nah,
or Jenner.
nigga, shit. Her birth certificate say Kardashian.
Where they brought it up.
No, I'm just talking shit. But
Nah,
nah, people do
that's-
always say that.
That's
OJ's
OJ.
her
Sim-
dad.
That's his daughter.
She do look like OJ, though.
She's way bigger than everybody.
Hello,
She's-
Twitter world.
She's thick. The other one.
We
The
gonna
other
get us
ones-
canceled, bro. Come
no,
on,
the other
man.
ones ain't as naturally thick
She's darker.
as Chloe was.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
all seen it,
Yeah, for sure.
and she's just 6
I
foot
think-
7.
I think,
No, I'm not doing this with
That's
you, bro. Just
OJ's
start
daughter,
She
closing-
owns
bro.
a
You
few
gotta-
knives.
All right.
bro, I feel.
Lamar gonna fuck you up.
There was a theory that OJ Simpson's son committed the murders. Have y'all ever heard that angle?
How old was he then?
He was already committing crimes and shit.
Bro, he has like 30 kids, bro. He got hella kids.
Yeah, y'all gotta look that up on YouTube. It's an angle that and it was like 30 minutes. So they had a lot of little evidence on those YouTube things.
Well, they said that
But that's
somebody
another
else close to OJ did commit the crime. I did see that somebody close to OJ did kill them people,
Mhm.
but I never saw who it was.
But at the end they said OJ was indeed at the scene though. So he may have not been have blood on his hands,
Yeah.
but he was there still
Mm,
because his DNA was there.
So he just jerked off while he watched his son kill him.
Mhm.
pretty much. I feel like
Sick him.
the whole what's the girl's name? His daughter, his alleged daughter. What's the girl's
Chloe?
name? Yeah, Chloe. I feel like the only reason that it's not proven that she's his daughter is because her hair is not ethnic hair.
She
Yeah, but her mom like half white, bro.
I'm just saying,
Her
if
mom
she
full white.
if she had more ethnic looking hair, they'd be like, nah, nigga, that's your fucking
Armenian?
daddy.
Mhm.
That's white though.
We need to see how she
I
fights.
think they have dark.
We need to see how she runs the ball. That's the ultimate test. Sports science can do that shit.
Runs the
Let's see
ball.
how Chloe
hand
the
off.
ball off, and she can have like a.
See
Bro, if she
can-
automatically knows to go the inside arm up,
That's
That's
OJ. That's
Yeah.
that's
then
the
you
juice.
automatically know that.
Yep.
That's the juicy.
Get her a white Bronco. Let's go.
if she hits the
Hey,
hole
bro,
as
stop
hard as
doing
she
that, bro.
can.
That's somebody family.
Shout out to everybody who caught that. The juicy. What's Jake Paul and fucking Woodley? We had to get
Tomorrow.
some predictions before, for the algorithm.
It's hard to tell. They came weighed in at the same.
I'm gonna go with Jake Paul.
Same
But I know
weight.
nothing about none of this.
Woodley was
not a fight
0.5 pounds
Jake Paul's the GOAT.
under.
I'm not a violence guy, so I really don't like watching violent shit like that.
But you just said last part you would beat up your girl.
If she put her hands on me,
He don't want to watch it though. He
Oh,
don't wanna
I
be
get it. I get it.
encouraged.
My
He don't
bad.
wanna be
I didn't mean
influenced.
this. I didn't mean this.
I just never been into like boxing and.
I'm weird for
and shit
bringing
like
that up.
that.
I apologize.
Are you good, bro?
I got
These hoes know.
You got Woodley or Jake?
I gotta make my prediction on the air so that what I'm saying I can pull it up afterwards. I told you so.
You
I
want
got two
Let's hear
predictions. Either Jake and 2,
Mm.
but if he gets past 2, it's gonna be Woodley.
In 5.
Yeah. Well, Woodley.
Anything?
You're gonna go the
past
distance,
I think they'll go the distance.
and then
If it
Jake
goes
will
past
pay off the
2,
rest.
3. If it goes past 2, 3, because I think after if Jake doesn't land that knockout that he's so used to getting, I think it's gonna be a brand new territory for him,
Mhm.
fucking with a different type of fighter. And I think he'll be a little flustered, so it's gonna be a different type of fight. So
I
if,
like
if
these
he's not
fights.
if he gets it in round 2, that means he's able to figure out how to get that knockout. But if he's not able to figure out how to get that right hand off,
I don't
It's
think he'll
over.
be
He's gonna
able
have
to
to be
get
working
to
harder.
figure that out
He
until
better
he
hope he's in
starts
shape.
boxing boxers. Like
I mean,
Nah, he
Tyron
puts in
is
the
a
work,
box.
bro.
He
Yeah.
I'm just
Like, they
saying.
got a crib in.
I'm just saying, like,
brother got a crib in Puerto Rico.
Puerto
like,
Rico,
bro,
yeah.
they
You're,
really
you're
into
fighting
that shit.
basketball. You're fighting a basketball player. Yeah, he's a professional boxer now because he's training to box and all that good shit. But I don't think you're really gonna figure
Who?
out how to
Nate Robinson.
whatever the fuck. Which both of them Pauls.
Tyron Woodley is.
Nigga,
He's
Logan
an
Paul
MMA
fought
fighter.
Floyd.
Okay, so
Wasn't it Logan fought Floyd?
Yeah,
I'm just saying until you
He won that fight.
until you are fighting like boxers, whether amateur or pro. I don't think you'll be able to figure that because someone who's not a boxer doesn't know how to really take a punch and shit like that. You know what I'm
Tyron
saying?
Woodley is a 5-time
UFC
world
though, right?
champion.
He's
though.
UFC, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
but you have
he
to
might
have-
been fighting his whole life.
So he
But
might he'll be all right.
Stood toe to toe
Yeah.
and just strictly
He has
boxed.
And another red flag for
He neither really has Jake because he only four fights, so it's kind of
And it hasn't.
You can see
how many
that
have been
Tyron can
against
take a
actual
punch more
boxers
than
just
Jake
That's what I'm
can.
so he can
saying.
actually
That's
take the
another
shit.
red
He
flag for
fighting
Jake.
hard fighters.
because
I
Jake
heard-
never really got touched. Nobody's ever really.
He hasn't
touched
had
him like
he hasn't had nothing happen to him. And I heard in his little face to face, he said that my coaches they came up with the game plan, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to execute it. So that's a
What
red
fucking
flag.
game plan? You out there throwing punches?
That's a red flag because if Tyron Woodley comes and hits you, he just totally different from what you expected.
Yeah,
Now what are you doing, Jake? How are you gonna adjust to that? How are you gonna because you already admitted before that you don't know. You're not, and Tyron's like, I'm an expert at this shit. I've been fighting my whole life. Like,
Yeah.
This is the shit that I do. So that's what's making me nervous about this fight. At the end of the press conference, somebody got into it with Tyron's mom,
yeah.
or said something about his mom. I thought.
Said
and
something about
Jake
his
was
mom.
instigating him to go do something.
Yeah,
So I think that's another red flag that
because he's scared.
he wants him to fold. He wants him to do some shit to fuck this whole thing up. Another one in the face off. He was trying to get him to say some homosexual or homophobe shit, because he was baiting him. He was like, I want to grab your Jake was like, I want to grab your
Yeah.
thick ass. And he almost got him
Yeah,
because he was like, I want to say it so bad. You know what I want to say. And honestly, people might even get him for that shit. But if he would have really said some slipped up or said something, it would have really fucked
Yeah.
up what's happening for him. It would have fucked his head up.
he's like, you
Hey,
think
He's
so
nervous.
thick.
Speaking
He's
of that,
nervous.
Speaking of
Grab
that, real
some
quick,
cheeks.
let me chime in on that real quick.
Boozy, we're gonna get into that.
Once,
We're gonna get into that before we get out of here.
Once the pod takes off, I'm just going to have to step down because y'all know I'm going to get us canceled.
You canceled. This is called the Raw District Podcast.
Fuck them, nigga. You on the pod?
Okay, I just want to because I'm going to call
I don't
somebody.
care, bro.
If
I
you
don't
get
know.
canceled, then you gotta go.
I'm going to call somebody gay.
if
I'm
you do
going
some-
to say some shit.
If you do some time, bro, then you have to leave the podcast. But if you offend some people by what you say on a podcast that I say that is explicit, and you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, yeah.
No, I'm not.
If you tap
I
into
heard.
this
Yeah,
podcast,
y'all heard it from the boss man.
you're not
Shit.
going nowhere.
if you tap into the podcast, you know what the podcast is about,
Yeah.
bro.
And if you say some shit too explicit, we'll just put it on the Patreon when it happens.
And guess what?
I appreciate.
we don't know
y'all.
how to
Smart.
we don't know how to censor ourselves because we don't know how to fucking be fake yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And I
can't
don't-
wait till we learn how to be fake.
You know what I'm saying?
Where that money go?
Hey,
We're ready to get more
that's
money
that
from
good
that.
money there.
You know what
You
I'm
like
saying? It's
Kanye's album, just like was it
Kanye's
Amazing.
amazing?
That shit was
That
fire.
Ye-
excellent
that Ye.
album. It was comprised so well.
Or like the
Uh,
Boosie interview.
Oh yeah. Those UFC guys will take any big payday because Dana White works them like slaves, which is true,
That's
man.
what Jake was saying too. So that's kind of a good thing.
He's not
that he was-
paying the motherfuckers.
You sure I ain't got
Jake
to do
is
that
paying
shit?
him.
But here's the thing,
And
too,
Jake
though,
is
bro.
paying him.
Y'all don't
So
got to
that's
do
a-
that shit.
That was a good point from him. That he
So
was
if
like,
you're
You
doing
can go
something,
fight motherfuckers like Jake and them, get lit on the internet and go.
you right, but
Everything's
you
about a
doing something-
brand.
Imagine an NFL player or an NBA player not getting paid.
They don't have to play in the NBA. You can go overseas.
you get way less though.
When was the last time you
Before.
seen what was that dude's name? I forgot his name. Brandon Jennings. When was the last time you seen a Brandon Jennings highlight on the internet?
But Brandon Jennings chose to stop playing.
Raw District.
If you watch
YouTube
an interview with
I thought he
Brandon,
got
clips.
kicked out.
no, he stopped playing because he kind of lost his passion for it. Now he's a clothing designer.
No, he went overseas to play for a little bit. After
I think he
left.
did that first.
Yeah,
he
and then
went-
he realized he wasn't shit over there.
Nah,
He
nah,
wasn't
nah,
popping.
nah.
He wasn't Brandon Jennings with the
Yeah.
slanted flat top.
I know he into selling clothes and shit like that now, and it's pretty lit.
I'm just saying, man. If you worked your whole life for this, you want to get on the biggest stage of it. That's what everybody works for. If you work your whole life for something, you want to end up on the biggest stage. And if UFC is the biggest stage,
Negotiate
you-
better deals.
but you still ain't getting paid, you right. And
Look what Conor did. Conor put in all that work over there, went and fought Floyd, and made more than every fighter in UFC combined.
Mm.
That's what Drew was saying earlier. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to like shit on it, but it's like you have to build a brand to where like Conor, Dana White can't tell Conor McGregor what to do.
not anymore.
Yeah, but that's because he
Yeah.
built that brand to
Yeah.
where,
You got
bro, people
big
really
bucks.
care about Conor McGregor, bro.
Yeah.
So I think that's what other fighters got to do. And then
And
the
he's-
fighter that's fighting Jake, he kind of trying to do that.
And Jake, I said it on the episode that the mic's getting what we want to call that episode, the mic snatcher or the unplug that.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
The
They
unplugged
posted
episode.
The
Unplugged. Raw District unplugged. That's
Give
it.
him my shit.
White Ready
episode.
already unplugged it, y'all. The show's over.
Show's
That's a good
over.
one. What we talking about?
Something about it. Something got down.
Oh yeah. He's coming from he's coming backwards in boxing. And Floyd Mayweather and people like that, they made that blueprint. So it became available to be a brand before you're a boxer. So he's just taking advantage of that loophole because you don't know who was Floyd Mayweather's third fight because he was early on.
Shit, I don't even.
Who was Deontay Wilder's third fight? You don't know because they're nobodies and they never made a name in boxing. And that's what happens when you're a pro. You get 30 fucking wins when you're one of those guys that
Even
are like,
Sean O'Malley's fighting nobody's really.
yeah, you
And
fight.
he's getting really popular.
They
on
called the
internet.
dude up from the fucking Food for Less.
Yep.
They said, "Hey, bro, you want to come fight O'Malley?"
It's like, well, I'm bagging bread right now.
He got his face smashed in for the entire fucking fight.
He ate them shit. That was tight. He just kept coming at him.
Bruh.
Bro, he got his shit rocked, but he never
Bro, that's
fell.
funny.
That's gangster.
That's funny as fuck.
I've been lifting all these potatoes.
But yeah, he's coming backwards. So I can't hate on it. So, but if he loses, I don't know where he goes with after.
Who, Jake?
Yeah,
No,
if he,
people still care.
Bro,
you
what's
think
cra-
they'll care about the next
They
fight?
do not like him, bro. And he talks so much shit. I think people will just keep.
do, you,
paying to
is
watch
he?
him get
Re-
his
do
ass.
y'all really think the Pauls are?
If Jake loses,
great
he's definitely
or
going to
good
fall
fighters?
off a little.
They're good fighters.
I think unless the Logan and Floyd shit
on an
was
amateur
staged,
level.
Okay, I'm thinking
Floyd was going probably like 60-70% against.
Yeah, he
Logan,
definitely didn't fight him the way he should have.
but Logan didn't look out of place completely, and Jake is a better fighter.
He was way too big.
Jake is a better fighter than Logan, and I think they look like they're supposed to be in a boxing ring. So until he proves to me that he's not good at boxing, I can't say he sucks.
And he's gonna lose a fight eventually.
I think he might lose this fight.
I really just. I mean, I'm not like I said. I'm not a boxing fan. I don't sit there and watch boxing. But I really can't sit here and just admire what they're doing until
they fight somebody
someone
legit.
worth- Wow.
Okay, all right.
This is a legit fight.
So in UFC
Mhm.
or mixed martial arts, you start on your feet. Ben Askren fought I don't know how many fights against legit fighters on his feet. How come only but one of them did that to him? It was able to knock him out that quick. And then you get into the ring with Jake Paul, and he's standing up. That's where you start in mixed martial arts, and he knocks you out within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to have some type of skill because in UFC you start standing up.
Exactly.
So that is like shitting on everybody.
Let me ask you this.
For fucking Canelo or somebody.
No.
Let me ask you this.
Absolutely
He
not.
could fight up and comers.
Let me ask you this. So when you're on your
because
feet,
the weight difference.
how many knockouts does this man have with his feet while standing up?
Who?
Ben Askren.
He was more of a wrestler.
I don't think he has any knockouts.
But because in UFC you can kick somebody in the face and you be straight.
UFC loosely.
He like chokes and shit.
Ben Askren dude or whatever the fuck his name is. Was he really like that over there, or was he just a motherfucker that tried to do it?
I don't watch fighting, so I can't
fighting
tell you.
in Bellator, he killed it. He was like, and he's a national champion wrestler.
Oh, because he liked that then.
So in combat
like
sports,
that.
he's like that. And then
So
you
you gotta give him.
I
you gotta.
I don't
give
know,
him
man.
but
you can't
sucked ass
really,
fighting.
boxing.
It's like
you really can't mix all these professional fight. Like in a street fight, we can box, and if we hit the ground, then we're gonna
I think
do
Jake
some
Paul
mixed
will fuck
martial
you
arts.
up,
and shit like
Jordan.
that. Oh, probably. I'm gonna shoot the motherfucker though, so I don't
Absolutely.
care.
so
And then I'm gonna rob him. So
this is the last
Rob
thing
him
I'm
first, then shoot.
this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this. This is why I think it makes sense to me. Because it's called mixed martial arts, and those are the people he's fighting. So in that mix is boxing.
Yes.
So
exactly.
right now he's taking on, and then they for some reason you can just decide that you can become a pro fighter. For some reason you just get a license, so they become pro fighters, but they have that boxing in their mixed martial arts background. So
it's in the bag.
you should
on his way
should.
up to like he has a little checklist on his way up. It makes complete sense for the marketing standpoint and the boxing standpoint to face a motherfucker and just keep gradually going up. It's the same thing with fighting amateur fighters. You want to go up. You don't want to fight the best motherfucker right out the gate.
Right. Quick question. I don't watch. I'm not a fan of it. Are a lot of the mixed martial artists boxing? What's like? Is boxing their
A lot of them do
their
box
style?
a lot.
I watch
them
a lot
do
of
box
fights.
a lot.
Because most people I've seen is like wrestling and
Nah.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
I watch a lot of fights, and lately it's a lot of standing up.
A lot of punching.
So there's a
Yeah.
lot of fighting, boxing background with a lot of
It's
people.
more standing
I
up.
feel like
than
most
most
of it
I just want to
is.
know. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I think it's more standing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
That Sean O'Malley fight, he was just straight up boxing his ass, punching him in the face.
Let's get into this boozy shit before we get out of here. We're at 2 hours.
Yeah.
Let's slide through this topic real quick.
Yeah, thanks for holding it in there, Tony, man.
Yeah,
You did a great host.
how you feel
Good in
about the
there.
Boosie interview, man?
I feel like he was halfway right. Actually, I feel like he was all the way right with everything he said.
What
I
you
just think
saying?
he just says it.
Hell no.
He has his own way of saying shit, and
Nah, bro. To a certain extent, I do get what Boosie be saying, bro. Like
What'd he
when
say
Lil Nas X was
exactly?
like when he said talk about snatching Lil Nas X off the stage. I don't want to see that shit either, bro.
and
I'm not finna fake
Boosie
like I do.
Boosie came back and said, if it's a straight motherfucker,
I would be mad about that shit too.
I'm gonna drag your ass up the stage. You can't be mad at that.
For doing what?
He's
For
not.
getting naked on
He's
TV.
not a
Yeah, he
homo.
got
I don't
naked.
think. I don't
No,
think
he said
Boosie's
he
a
would.
homophobe.
My thing is, I
Oh,
don't
hold
wanna-
on. What he would drag if he seen
What he said, if he's seen a straight man or a gay man, he would snatch their ass off the stage regardless.
would he snatch a woman?
It's completely different.
He did
How
say
is
that.
how
He
is
did
that
say it's
different?
completely
Because he's a
different,
straight male.
No.
So
Okay,
that's his
I get-
preference. So
I get what you're
he won't snatch he
I
gonna
think
snatch a
sex
man off
matter.
because that's his preference.
Because he doesn't want to see.
I
it.
don't think that woman should be on stage naked either, right?
What?
But
You believe that? You go to the strip club all the
But
time.
that's the place for that. There ain't gonna be no
Yeah,
kids. in there.
that's
Nah,
not.
bro,
what's
that's
wrong-
well,
what hip hop music is, bro. Shaking
not, bro.
ass.
No, it's
What are you
not.
talking about?
isn't
People
there
got
age-
ass on stage
Hip
all the time.
hop music's
bro.
not shaking. Hip hop
Body
music
yada
is
yada
pain
yada
and
yada
struggle.
yada.
Yeah.
Body waving.
I'ma be
crazy.
honest.
That's where it came from. Talking about whatever the bullshit.
So what
we
are they
was going
making
through.
right now?
It's all about ass.
That's not every song, bro.
Most,
But
and
not-
it's
in the strip
intended.
club-
It's intended to make a bitch
In a
throw
s-
the ass.
Yeah, in a strip club. So like when I'm going to the strip clubs, I'm going for that. So it say Lil Nas X say he wanted to go to the strip club and dance or whatever.
And
Then
get
he's
naked?
at that place for that.
Yeah.
I'm only
At an-
talking about
but
what's
at an
most
award
popular
show,
right now.
At an award show where you got hundreds of people sitting there and you got thousands of people watching on TV, you got kids watching because they want to see their favorite artist perform. Or see who
Kids
gets
love
this.
ass and titties.
So
You
what
can't
was
get no. You
He
can't
got
get
naked.
naked.
He got naked.
He didn't
where?
get naked.
He said he
would.
was going to.
Ass
Oh,
And
and
Boosie
titties.
was like,
He
if
didn't
you
do
get your ass naked on that stage, I'm gonna
Okay, so we're
drag
going
your
off
ass.
something he said. I was
Yeah,
thinking we were
but-
going off like his music video. Where
No. I think he's perfectly fine in doing all the stuff that he's doing for his video.
Okay, so we're talking about something he ain't did.
I don't like
Yeah,
it.
Get
but-
naked in
that's-
front of kids on live TV.
Well, here's my thing for a music
Of course
video, right?
not.
For a
Of
music
course
video,
not.
right? If he wants to do that, they have to type in his name to go see his music video.
Yeah.
If you do all of that, then you need to watch
No,
whatever he
I'll be
puts out.
seeing
That is his
ads.
business.
And if you, I'm pretty sure it's flagged for you have to be 18 and over too, because we have to flag this podcast. So like for us to say
get
that
naked.
we say we cuss a lot and we say a lot of things that wouldn't be accepted.
TikTok
by a
kicked
lot
us
of
off
parents,
earlier.
but we're on the same platform as Lil Nas X.
I respect if their parents said that they don't. I wouldn't want my kids watching this shit.
It's all about
So which one of you are
It's
gonna
not at
twerk on Satan?
it's
Y'all, that's it.
It's all-
That's some light skin shit.
yeah, that is tea. You know what I'm saying? We're twerking on devils, but it was a dark skinned man on TV in the music video twerking on the devil.
Oh, he's projecting.
Nah, I don't know, man. It seemed be dicey because, like, I'm gonna tell you,
Can't fuck with him.
the reason why it'd be hard to have these conversations is because when you don't agree with it, they try to say you're homophobic, and that does not have to be the case.
Extremely.
You don't think
You guys
Boosie
do-
is
you guys hate-
homophobic?
No, I'm speaking for Boosie might be a little bit, but I'm speaking for myself.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not.
I don't
I don't
think
see
you-
that.
I
Bro,
don't think you are.
they said that people were calling Boosie homophobic, and then he's like he did like a video, so I'm like, bro, this is my manager. He's an openly gay man.
That doesn't mean shit. That's like saying that's like a racist
Yeah,
person
like,
saying
I
I have a black
I have
friend.
a black
Not necessarily,
cousin.
but when you have all these employees working for you that are openly gay, you wouldn't just hire them because they're gay or whatever, just because you need a quota. You're Boosie. What the fuck you need a quota for? You're hiring them because they're the best person for you.
And Boosie, does he runs everything? He's not signed it under anybody.
He might be signed still.
Like a distribution label or something like that. But
So
most of
you
his
think
shit
he's
is
on LinkedIn finding his the people that work for him.
No, he's got people to do that for him.
Ain't no
you-
telling.
ain't no
Boosie.
telling.
I don't think Boosie is out here looking through resumes.
No.
Nah.
Let's be
But
real.
if he been how long has he been in the industry?
It's one thing to hire
Good-
somebody. It's
good
another thing
fucking-
to accept.
But
That-
he's
that-
been in the industry like 20
I
years,
got
right?
you right now. All right.
Boosie's been in the industry like 20 years. So you meet people and you see how they work. So he's like, hey man, I'm doing this. This is my vision for the next 5 years or whatever. I know you can help me with this. I don't
And-
care that you're gay. I don't care that you fucking
You can
do
still
X,
hate
Y,
people
and Z.
that
putting
work
too
for you.
much. No, but see, here's my thing too, though, bro. Just because he don't agree with some shit, because he said his daughter's gay, I believe. Just because you
And he
don't,
hates it.
just because you don't agree with something does not mean you have to hate it.
He hates it.
I
But
know
you
my.
want to see that on TV.
I know for a fact one of my bosses at Walmart is a racist. I work for that motherfucker.
You can see it for
They
sure.
gotta tolerate me. We gotta talk like normal people. But I know I can tell
Bro,
that motherfucker's racist. Treats me
You would
different from
not-
they treat the
you
people
would
that
not
is white.
work for a person.
But you also be
If-
calling in, though, Drew. They might not like you.
No, I be using
I
the
It's like
COVID.
they
leave.
really are.
I don't use my points. I
Really
use
are
the
lazy.
COVID leave. So like you know what I'm saying.
you
They
smart.
got till September, and you got like 200 fucking days you can use.
Oh shit, man!
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
fucking up.
It's
Yeah.
Just like school.
it's only for like certain companies though.
Damn.
that
Okay,
offer it.
I was about to say, shit, I
Walmart is
should
one
have
of
been
those
gone.
companies.
That's just like school. If you miss a certain amount of days, then you won't be truant.
I don't know, man. I feel like Boosie was right with what he was saying. Cause I mean, I'm not gonna never say if this is how you feel, you're wrong.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I may not agree with you, but he really feels that way, and
I think
he's not wrong about his feelings.
I respect him for being honest. I don't think he's right. He's right in a lot of the shit he says. It's comical.
Just seems like some old head shit.
It's comical, and I didn't like the way Charlemagne was targeting him because who gives a fuck? Like that's another thing that I'm trying to like with racist people too. Like if a motherfucker's not cutting your check and like if they're not affecting your money or firing you or whatever,
Mhm.
gives a fuck if they don't like you.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? We just gotta like
But
who
see,
gives a fuck?
I think when it comes to the subject of somebody being gay, I feel like everybody feels like you have to agree or you hate. So people like when you go to interviews, people will poke at that to try to push an
yeah.
agenda. When it
Mhm.
could just be something simple as like if you ask,
But Charlemagne was trying to catch. He was trying to catch him slipping.
he was trying to catch a viral moment.
Yeah.
But see, the
And
thing
Boosie
is,
stood his ground and fucking took. Bro, I don't
And
hate him.
that's what
I
I
just don't
respect.
like X, Y, and Z
so it's like when Lil Nas X always says it. That's why I don't like him. One, his music's not good,
at all.
and for two, he'll say shit like, "Oh, they don't like me because I'm gay." Well, people like Frank Ocean.
Love him.
And
Love
Frank
Frank
is openly
Ocean.
gay, and he doesn't have that problem. No, we
Frank
don't like you.
Ocean's-
And he never
Alright,
had. And he never had to
but-
pander towards people
I will.
to
I will
push
say
the
though,
gay agenda.
But what
Yeah.
Frank Ocean, this is another thing. You can't categorize people as one type of gay. And the thing that people are
Wait, what?
the thing that people are like homophobes are afraid of is
Influence.
like Little Nas X dancing with other males naked. If Frank Ocean isn't doing no gay shit, nobody gives a fuck. If Frank Ocean would have came out and twerked,
Yeah, he's not saying
to Pink Matter, motherfuckers would have had a problem with it.
That's one of my favorite
it's
songs
because
by Frank Ocean.
That's the homophobia in it is that people they don't want that up there.
But I'm gonna be honest.
But it's a contradiction because for years, take it back to the fucking princess days and that shit. It's right there in front of your face.
Princess days.
The princess days, like all those stories and shit. It's about a heterosexual relationship, and it's right there in the fairy tales and everything. So we've always been represented.
Mm-hmm.
Always. So now that if people are getting open about being cool with their sexuality, and now they're deciding to do what they want to do with their music videos, and now we're like, nah, you can't do that. We don't want our straight kids to see that. It's unfair because
they had to deal with us for
they
whole
exist.
Existence.
They exist.
I respect that, but I'm gonna be real. I still don't want my kids saying that, bro.
I don't feel like I would.
saying that.
I just don't feel like just because the morals and values that I have.
That's what they decide.
No, I agree that
I don't
you
think
shouldn't see
seeing
it.
that will make you gay though.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I don't.
If you're gay, you're gay. I don't think that you can make somebody.
So
gay.
why not let them see it?
Same reason why would you let your kid watch?
I mean, not like fucking twerking on Satan.
Because that's something
if you
that
see
someone who is
two
of
gay
age
males
to realize that shit. So I'm not gonna let my fucking 8-year-old kid watch this shit because he's not prepared for that. They're
I'm
not
also not gonna let
that.
my 8-year-old kid watch Players Club.
Exactly.
But look,
watching Players Club.
But what if it's like?
Did y'all watch Shark Tale?
No.
Y'all never watched Shark Tale?
Yeah.
The shark was gay.
What shark?
The shark that he had that he was with.
How do you know this?
Because he was gay. He was portraying a gay character, but they just couldn't say it.
The one who said, "Oh, I miss my dad" or something like that.
He was a soft shark, and then he came out, he popped out of a closet, and he was like, "Ooh, look at me, blah, blah, blah," dressed up. He was portraying a gay, like that was they were trying to portray a message without like saying it.
I never realized that.
It's been there, but they had to hide it. Now all of a sudden, when it's open and
It's
shit,
real,
they can just announce it. Like with my kid, if I'm not gonna sit here and be like, and this is where I think the problem will happen. If you have like a gay parent who like adopts a child or something like that, or has a child the way, they have to have a child, and they start pushing them to the gay cartoons, or they start pushing them to this, being like, yo, you should watch this. You should watch this. No, just,
Let them do what they do.
play what plays. And if my kid happens to gravitate towards a gay show growing up, I'm not going to be like, turn that shit off. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm not.
But at the same time, I'm not going to sway them. Like I just play shit for my daughter, and whatever she got connected to Shrek, and she loves fucking let me not say that. She loves Shrek. I can't say love fucking Shrek. She loves Shrek, right? So like, what if I was like, man, I don't want you liking this green ogre looking thing. Why don't you look at this Prince Charming cartoon? Just start pandering and deciding what your kids want to watch. That's when you start changing them.
I feel like damn, it's kind of hard then. All right, so I get what you're saying 100%, bro. But I do think that for me, when I have kids and how I'm gonna raise them is things are gonna be censored till you're at the age to where you can understand certain things. Mm-hmm. So when you get
that's a big problem, and people are
6th and 7th grade and shit like that. I feel like
but what do you censor though?
Certain music.
Yeah, but I mean,
movies,
but
certain TV shows.
That's cool. That's free. That's cool. I think that's always.
Bro, you know how old I was when I started watching the fucking Girls Gone Wild commercials at 4:00 in the morning?
Like 12.
Younger than that.
I was younger too.
Yeah, we was all young, man.
Because it wasn't censored. I could literally go find it.
You still didn't need to see the shit.
Exactly. I know for a fact I didn't need to watch that shit because I'm fucked up now.
Watch it, but you got to think though.
So when you watch that,
regardless,
when you watch that shit, what did you find arousing about watching?
Like, I want to see some penis.
At the time, I don't know because
niggas was mad young.
I'm fucking 8, 9 years old looking at girls with stars over their titties.
I understood that.
I'm just sitting here looking
at white girls. I was like, I like females.
I like this right
now.
I like titties. I like ass.
So yeah, if
I've seen it and I was like, I like it.
And if you're a gay kid,
and if a gay person is naturally gay, then they see some shit.
Like, I don't like it. And then they would want to go see what they like. They should be able to see what they like.
I'm a censor till you get to a certain age and then make your choices. I'm not here.
What age do you think that you need to start talking to your kids about their sexuality and whatnot?
Middle school.
About 12, 13.
Probably, 12, 13, 14.
Until middle school, I didn't know people was like, I didn't know people was gay. I didn't know people was transgender. I didn't know none of that type of shit. That just wasn't. But when you get to middle school and stuff like that, you see it.
Yeah.
High school, you see it. Middle school is not as out there, but like high school and stuff like that, you start to see it. So I feel like
I think we knew though.
Yeah.
I think we knew subconsciously the way we gravitated towards certain people and who we hung out with as kids. Because the same way we don't understand like the psychology of we didn't understand the psychology of humans when we were growing up and our friends and stuff. But as you get older, you start realizing certain things. And you're like, oh, this person's a narcissist. This person is might kill me. This, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Person's gonna snitch on me.
as kids, you just gravitated to the people you identified most with, and it wasn't based on skin color, it wasn't based on sexual preference. In your mind, it was just like, I'm gonna gravitate to these people because I enjoy, I have fun.
We
with
both
these
like
people.
playing with Hot Wheels. I'm gonna play with this motherfucker every day.
Yeah. But then as society puts those titles on it, that's when you're like, oh,
This person's this person.
that motherfucker was gay.
But you know what though, too though? I think the fact that we focus like, and I think it should be like that with people who straight, whatever.
Speaking to your mic, please.
Why do we focus so much on that? That's the part of the shit I don't like.
Because I think
Like-
it's the most important thing that humans
But I think
can
like,
talk about.
but I
is
think like
sex.
shit like that's not our business. Like, for instance, bro, I don't care what you do when you leave here in your bedroom. That ain't got shit to do with me.
Facts.
I don't need to know about it.
But we have to
But if
protect.
we told you, would you be happy for us?
I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'd be like, why are you telling me this?
But we
I'm
have
not
to-
gonna
wouldn't
talk
you
to you about what I
proud?
do.
But if
wouldn't
it,
be like,
if it
nice,
gets deeper
bro.
though, if it gets deeper where people like, now we're dealing with human beings. We gotta throw that shit out the window. And if these people are telling us and they're like, yo, we feel a certain way, we feel excluded, we want to be like, it's the same way with Black Panther. When that came out, people were dressed up in dashikis and the shit was a superhero movie.
Yeah,
But they seen Black Panther, they seen black people on the big screen, and they was like, yo, finally something we can identify with.
I don't have a problem with them being represented as far as movies and TV shows and stuff like that. I don't think there's nothing
But
wrong with
that's
that.
what I'm saying. So where do you censor?
I think for my kids,
When
at a certain age, you don't need to be
when
seeing
you
certain
can,
things.
at an age where you can understand what this is, and we can have a
Because I don't want you
adult
swayed either way. I don't
conversation.
want to sway my kid either way.
All right, let
people
me ask you
people always
something.
ask me, they're like, what are you gonna do if your son's gay? I said, that's fine. He could be the gayest motherfucking beat. I want him to be the fucking EJ Johnson type of gay and go get this bag. But while you doing that, go put them boots on and them jeans and go weed eat the yard. Cause I don't give a fuck if you're gay or not. You still gonna do this shit though.
All right, so
Go change that oil real quick, god damn it.
say if there's like, there's always love stories and fairy tales and shit. So like, if there's a gay fairy tale, would you censor that?
You said, would I?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want my kid watching that, bro.
So you would let them watch Rapunzel or whatever the fuck.
I'm
Romeo and Juliet.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro.
It's the same. So you have to, if you censor one thing
I
and
wouldn't
you say you don't have a problem with something, you'd have to censor the exact opposite.
I
of
just
the
feel
same
like-
thing.
wasn't Rapunzel with the hair?
I don't
I
even
don't
know.
fucking
I don't even
know.
know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
Rapunzel
so-
is.
it was.
some sweaty man climbed up her hair.
No, I don't.
It
listen,
snuck
I don't
into
want
her-
that. I don't know. I don't
Snuck
even want
into the
that.
room from her
Snuck into
hair,
her
bro.
room.
But listen, I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
They
There's
fucked
certain.
the shit out of her.
There's
She was
certain-
screaming the whole time. I was climbing.
There's
They just don't
certain-
show the fucking.
No,
You
but
know
see-
that they fucking though.
But see, here's the thing, though. There's shit like that I
Had a
don't even
baby,
think that they
too.
need to see because there's too much shit in there. Like even with Aladdin and all the, you know how they start breaking down Disney shit and all
But
that.
we know that at the end of, we know that like.
But you'd still probably at the end of the day.
All right, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all
Watch
this.
Baby Shark.
From the shit that we grew up with. So from the shit with
When
like
there's
Rapunzel,
7.
the Aladdin, the fucking Cinderella shit.
yeah, what?
How
and
many-
One of them got drugged.
How many of
One
that?
of
How
them
much?
was
How much of
drugged.
that? How much of that did you pay
One of them was laying on the
attention
table drugged.
as a fucking child? So
I
as
think she had
as
an
that
apple in her mouth. She couldn't even breathe.
as that 4-year-old
getting gagged.
Drew, as that 4-year-old, bro, as that 4-year-old watching that shit, how you like? That's wrong. That's not right. You don't know that shit until you start coming of
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
So you really as a fucking
So there's no point in
toddler shit?
censoring it.
you could let them watch whatever.
Saying it, bro.
You
I'm
could really
censoring.
you could really let
I
your
feel like,
kids
but I
watch
feel like
whatever
parenting
as
should be
that
however
young.
y'all want it to be, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that because like I'm
And I
not,
don't agree or disagree with you. Buddy.
I'm not knocking how nobody do it. Because again, they're gonna get older and see this shit anyway.
Yeah.
I just want you to be at an age like again. I don't want them watching shit where
Yeah, at the
like
end of
Players
the day.
Club. I got to watch Players Club as a kid.
At
I'm not
fucking
letting
7,
my
8 years
7,
old.
8-year-old watch
Yeah.
fucking Players Club. They don't need to see that shit.
Yeah.
Your parents let you?
I mean, they ain't really. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. My parents was cool as shit, bro. My parents
My
did
parents was
censorship
cool
for
too,
us.
man.
Yeah.
So I kind of just got to live my life.
Bro,
Do
my
you
parents
think
used to show
that's-
me that shit. Like if we was watching a movie as a family and shit, and it was on, it's like close your eyes.
Yeah,
Sit
turn
there.
your head.
Yeah, you sit there and do that.
I never had to do that.
I would.
But I'm
do
like,
this
but I'm
and they
like,
would see
okay,
me and
you
they
telling me
like,
to close
would
my
be
eyes for
awkward
what?
for
We just
sure.
watching them. I'm thinking we just watching the movie. Okay, they at a club, they partying, whatever. Close your eyes. For what? They just in there partying.
Nah,
So I'm sitting there
somebody's
like
about
this.
to fuck.
I'm sitting there like this with
She
my,
got her
with my
mouth
fingers
open.
spread open so I can see shit. I'm like, and I'm looking at naked bitch. I'm like, I'm not
Naked
seeing that.
bitch,
wrong
you know something though, bro?
woman right there.
You can almost
Naked
not have this
bitches.
conversation and not come off homophobic, bro.
Yep.
You can't
True.
have it without.
See, I was
I
I was
feel
playing
like-
devil's advocate because if you do censor one thing, and you say you don't have a problem with it, then you would have to censor.
But I
what-
also
what
said that
you-
there's a lot of stuff
on
with
that.
straight stuff in it that I would not want them seeing until a
Mhm.
certain age.
I'm just trying to help you cover your bases.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
But-
even now, if they get older and they want to watch stuff, some with two dads in it, that is
Well,
you are at the age where you understand things. You can watch whatever the fuck you want to watch.
And when you can ask me a question, hey dad, why does I got a mom and dad and he only got 2 dads? Well, son, it's
Why
like
is he
this.
spitting in
Now
his
you
butt
old enough to
crack?
really watch this shit.
Yeah. Because if you can understand why that is, or if you can ask questions about it, I feel like you understand.
What's broke back mean?
Shut
I
your
gotta go,
stupid
man.
ass up, bro.
I gotta go, man.
man, at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't give a fuck about it because the porn sites, they're gonna grow up and the categories are all
Yeah, they're
blended
sitting
in
right
together.
there.
Yeah, they can go to a tab and they can see what the fuck they are.
Shout out X and XX.
Yeah, so
Pornhub.
you
Keep
can
planting them
you can
trees.
censor as much as you want. They can once they start
Sponsor
figuring out
us.
porn, they gonna figure it
But
out.
once you old enough to figure shit out, then you old enough to watch whatever the fuck you want to watch.
Yeah.
Once you old enough to know,
But a 4-year-old does not need to see anything like that.
I feel that.
because I'm
A
even
4-year-old
I
doesn't
didn't even know about
4-year-olds don't
but-
even need to see people kissing.
but
Really.
Jimmy
But
Neutron
they
is
wouldn't
like
understand-
that.
they wouldn't understand
disagree.
it.
I disagree with that. I think they should be. I think it should be in all of it because it's representing life. Like everything that all these cartoons and all it's representing us. It's telling
Yeah.
our stories. So that's why heterosexual relationships are always in it because guess what?
It's regular.
Our thing is
It's
we
regular.
reproduce. That's what the fuck we do.
But I'm gonna be real with you.
And they don't
Even
think
when
of
you
it the
watch
same
something-
way we think of it.
When you watch cartoons and shit, like you watch Jimmy Neutron and shit, I never paid attention to his parents, bro. So I didn't even pay attention to that shit.
You,
at
you
all.
notice that they dumb as fuck, and that's it.
Yeah.
I ain't even really paying attention to that, bro. Till I got older, I'm like, damn, why the fuck are they this stupid? Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, so like for me, I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to have these conversations without coming off away, man.
No, that's cool, man. It's just-
No, you
I'm
just
cool.
old
Y'all
school,
can call
bro.
me homophobic. I don't give a shit because
That's what this
I
shit's
know.
about,
I
man.
know
It's
what
like,
I
this is-
am.
It's like when you have daughters, man. You want your daughters to be different than your sons.
Yeah.
I'm not raising my daughter like my son's curfews is not gonna be the same as my daughter's curfews.
See, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I just don't.
Like if my daughter and my son acted the same way, I would be like, oh, that's DNA.
They're
I
going
don't
to.
want my daughter being. I don't want my daughter hoeing.
Oh,
Your
but-
hoeing could
of
result
course
in me
not.
having to raise a baby.
So now let's
Your
let's get
son's
into-
hoeing
let's
is
get
going
into
to do
that.
that.
It's
though.
easier
No, it's
for
not,
the
'cause
man
they're
because
gonna-
they're out there
If-
splooging.
okay, say your son has a kid. The kid is usually gonna live with the mom's
Oh my
family.
god!
You feel me? I don't want my daughter to. No,
Not
That's
everybody's that
No,
traditional
no,
though.
but daughters though, if they hoe, you have to you stop paying for shit.
no, I want
Like,
that.
if
I want
your
my
daughter
I want my
start-
babies to be babies.
If your daughter starts hoeing at 16, 17 years old, now she's getting taken out.
but
you know
at
what
17,
I'm
she
saying?
grown damn near. So I ain't tripping on that.
Mhm.
16, 15, 14, we don't need all that.
You could be a hoe.
you can
if
have
you
way
wanna be a
more.
hoe. If
I
I'm
support
not that
all hoes, so
progressive.
go ahead.
I ain't that
I'm
progressive.
saying, if you gotta be a hoe, you gotta be a hoe.
You're
I
going
think that's
to.
in. I think that's in some. That's in a motherfucker.
Everybody's going to.
It's that shit
Right,
is literally
right.
born.
You can do that when you're an
literally
adult.
born with that shit.
You're not gonna be doing
You're,
that shit
gonna,
when
you're
you
gonna do it regardless at any time you want.
again, bro. You can parent your kids how you decide to do it. When
If
me,
your kid goes to public school, you're fucking.
no, that does not mean that, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck no. If you go into private school,
You're
That's
fucking
where
more.
you probably
Like,
getting
People be
fucking
really
anal
thinking that
raped
at
up
these.
there.
People be probably
Shit.
thinking. People be really thinking like when your kids go to these nicer schools that they're not doing. They doing the more wilder shit, bro. When I started getting older and shit like that,
Yeah.
I noticed like the people from
Hey,
them uppity year schools, bro. They were doing
Yeah, they like
drugs
butt stuff.
before we
Oh,
was.
man,
doing
that's the
They was
first time I-
drinking, they was
not
fucking-
even drugs. They were doing not like
They
smoke
like
weed.
butt
They were
stuff.
over here fucking snorting coke and doing all types of shit.
They're smoking swishers because they couldn't smoke weed.
They were doing a lot of shit before us.
Yeah, I'm saying Hayden. They was on some shit that
Bro.
Topeka High parties wasn't on.
Bro,
I walked into a Hayden party and there was titties out.
Did
You know what I'm saying?
it?
There was
Just
titties
walking
out, there
around
was-
with
Yeah,
them,
you
bro.
don't see shit like
Motherfuckers
that at
is
a
slapping
hood
the-
party.
You go to a Topeka High party or Highland Park party, it's just motherfuckers like,
you may see
Sitting
someone
around.
getting their ass beat.
yeah, y'all trying to go smoke? Yeah, let's go smoke. And then
Couple
bitches
hours
talking
with
to
these
each other,
headphones,
man.
That shit
But
be killing your goddamn ears. I swear.
You gotta get
know.
you some of
I'm
these, bro.
sweating
These shit's
hard.
comfortable.
that was a solid episode, man. Though,
Bro, you're not the host. Don't say that
53?
shit.
everybody who's tapped in, who's tapping in right now, I appreciate you, man. Check the description below for merchandise.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's episode 52.
Let's
You
go.
gonna say something, host?
No.
You got anything to say? You want to leave off?
Shout out
with
for
people?
buying
Man,
Oxford.
Yeah,
Finally.
shout out to y'all for tapping in, man. We're gonna have to further this conversation next pod
Oh yeah, we'll just evolve it and just keep getting deeper with it. You know what I'm saying?
because
Oh,
a lot of us
bro.
can learn from it, even me.
Yeah.
I got a lot of old school ways, so
Let
I know
your
my
daughters
kids gonna hate
hoe.
me.
Let your daughters and your sons hoe.
yeah,
Let them hoe.
Let them live their life.
Just let them hoe.
man.
They're gonna hoe regardless.
Let them hoe.
Just
So
make
you
it
really
easy
just gonna
on
walk
them
off the
to hoe.
pod, bro?
Let them hoe.
You just
Just
gonna
let
walk off
'em
the pod like
hoe.
that, bro?
Hey man, if you tapping in right now, man, Tony just fucking quit the podcast.
quit.
See,
He
this is what
unplugging
happens when you
shit,
try to
bro.
build
He's
anything in
unplugging the
Topeka,
mic
bro.
right
He
now.
unplugging shit.
This is what happens when you try to build anything in Topeka,
God
dog, man.
damn
People
it,
just
dog.
quit the fucking shit, bro.
He's unplugging the mics right
Alright,
now.
bro.
He said he taking his headphones and that's it.
Just because we disagree about cartoons and who they fucking.
Yeah, bro.
All right, dog.
You probably don't like Jake Paul boxing either.
Hey, share this, man. We looking for a new fucking host, man.
Fuck you, bro. Go drive to fucking Jackson, Mississippi, or wherever you go.
Go load a fucking truck up, man. Fuck. God damn.
All right, man. Shout out Dr. Phil.
You in this 7 cities in one day, bro. How do you even do that shit?
Bro, we need to talk about work, bro.
We'll get into it, man. That's the Raw District podcast. That's another one, man. 2 hours and 30 motherfucking minutes. Tap into the comment section more. You know what I'm saying? We need that interaction.
Tell us what you like about it. Tell us what you don't like about it. Tell
All
us.
that.
Y'all can go ahead and cancel me. Fuck y'all.
So yeah,
Cancel
tell us,
Jordan. He's still coming
cancel
on.
us. We'll address it in the comment section, man, every time. That's an episode, man. Y'all be easy, stay safe.
You're-
Wrap your